it play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
Hello there, Wargamers! Welcome to another Warhammer 40k Battle Report. I am Luka from MiniWarGaming, and today I will be playing against Josh, who is behind the camera right now currently, and we are going to be doing Grey Knights versus the Admech. Now, I'm going to take a twist on the Grey Knights, not for the better. In fact, this may infuriate Grey Knight players, but all the better for those who hate Grey Knights, right? Or maybe it's just a different way to play them. Now, we are going to be doing one of the missions out of the chapter-approved 2020 tournament booklet. We've already got all of that set up and all that good stuff. We're doing 2,000 points. Let's go take a look at the lists, the table, the scenario, and then we'll go ahead and roll some dice.
We're going to start over here looking at 2,000 points worth of Mars Admech. You know what? I just haven't played Mars in a while. I got some new models I want to try, and this is my first time in like a good solid year and a half holding a camera, so I figured I'm going to play an army that I'm somewhat familiar and comfortable with. Starting off with, I was going to say HQs, but I guess just my two HQs and my other character. I have got Belisarius Call himself in the middle there. He will be the warlord with the static psalm code, which is just basically a better aura for himself. Next to him, just an engine seer to fill out that other slot. And last but not least, I got a Calexis Assassin. Didn't do anything last time I played it, so...
Because you're a jerk?
What do you mean because I'm a jerk?
I'm playing Grey Knights.
I built this list last night before we talked about what we're playing, sir.
I believe him.
Yeah,
I do completely.
Luka accused me of list tailoring, but I'm like, you know what I hate? Psychers. You know what always gives me trouble? Psychers. You know what assassin I brought once and didn't do anything? The Calexis.
It's true. There is merit to what he is saying. That is all fact.
Moving over to my troop choices. This is wild. I brought Rangers. I don't like them. I didn't like them when they were. I didn't like them when they were cheaper than Vanguard. But now they're just as expensive as them, and I think they are awful. But I'm going to try them anyways and see if I can make them do something. So 2 squads of Rangers with no upgrades. I've got 2 squads of Vanguard, no upgrades, and then 2 squads of the Cataphren Destroyers with Heavy Grav and the Phosphor. My elite choices, I've got 2 squads of Sakaran Ruststalkers, because again, want to play around with them, see if I can get them to work. Squad of 9 Fulgurite Electro Priests, just because I had the points, and hey, you know... I guess I should have something to do some kind of mortal wounds to Luka, if he doesn't just shoot them off the board. Heavy support, I have got a squad of robots, and it's Phosphor all around, because I don't feel bad anymore.
You played Night Lords enough.
Yeah, I've atoned and played bad stuff enough. And then I've got the 2 Disintegrators with the, I think it's the energy cannon. It's the one that doesn't need line of sight. And then I've got the 2 bombers. No additional upgrades on them, just heavy stubbers all around and those sweet, sweet bombs. And that makes up my 2,000 points of Mars Admech.
Moving on to my Grey Knight Force for today. Now, this isn't like a crazy end-all be-all Grey Knight list. I try to shy away from the giant Paladin Death Stars and bring more Dread Knights, mostly because I haven't played with the new Dread Knights with the 9th edition rules, which allows them to fire their weapons while they're in close combat, because Dread Knights always had such a piddly amount of attacks, so you just walk anything with a half-decent and vulnerable save in combat with them, and then you tie them up for the rest of the game. Now, in this case, they get to annihilate their opponent with guns first and then maybe try and chop them up. So that should help them out a little bit. I have no idea how they're going to perform. We'll try that out. We do have some paladins, though. This is a battalion. And for the HQs, of course, I'm in a named character kick for whatever reason. So I brought Keldor Drago, even though... I don't even know. I literally just picked him out. I'm like, I'll run you today. It was him, or it was going to be Voldus. Beside him, we have a Librarian, and we have in the middle a Grand Master in Dread Knight armor. He is actually going to be the Warlord. I believe the Warlord trait I picked for him is called First Into the Fray. It allows himself and Grey Knights within 6 inches to reroll charges in the charge phase. Now, my twist on the Grey Knights that I mentioned earlier in the intro is I'm actually going to roll for all their psychic powers, old school style. Just because when I kind of go back to them every now and then, I do find it a little overwhelming to pick all their psychic powers. I tend to just cop out and be like, oh, these guys all have hammer hand, these guys have that, these guys have that, and I don't really put too much thought into it. And I figured, you know what would be fun, and what I kind of miss is rolling for psychic powers. Now, I am going to cop out on a couple of them because I do need a couple of the psychic powers for this to work, I think. The Librarian is going to have warp shaping for sure. I'm going to roll it after I talk about everything. Now that way you can see what I end up rolling. Warp shaping allows me to change my psychic tide. That way I can shift between all the ties and I'm not just stuck in one the entire game. And Drago is going to have Inner Fire, because that is like one of my favorite psychic powers they have access to. And I'm going to roll for his other one. Other than that, though, everything is completely WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. We have the sword on the, the Librarian's got a 4-sword Stormbolter. The Grandmaster in Dread Knight armor has a sword. The heavy Gatling silencer, he's got the Flamer, and then this Dread Knight here has a sword and the silence. No, that's the Psy Cannon, heavy Psy Cannon, I believe. And then for the Paladins, we have all halberds and Stormbolters, except one's got a Psy Cannon, and the Sergeant has the Demon Hammer. And then we have 3 strike squads, though I didn't have enough halberds to make them all halberds, because I prefer the halberds. We have all halberds in the squad in the back. The squad in the middle is all swords. And then the squad out front is a mix of halberds and swords. It's mostly halberds, but there's 3 guys with swords in there. And we have a Demon Hammer on all of the sergeants, and then each one is going to have 2 side cannons as well. And right away you can tell they're going to be riding in 3 rhinos in this game. And all the rhinos just have bolters, even though they don't actually have the bolters. They have to have bolters.
Guy pops out of the hatch to shoot him.
Guy pops out of the hatch, pops the Stormbolter out on his arm, and you know, blah, 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 get you with the Stormbolter. That is pretty much it, other than the Calidus Assassin. This is Josh's model. He's kind enough to let me borrow it. I kind of forgot that, hey, I'm playing Imperium. Calidus Assassins, or any assassin, doesn't break your army rules anymore. So you can be Space Marines and have an assassin. You can be Sisters of Battle and have an assassin, which is like ideal, which is perfect. And it's either the Calidus or the Vindicare, and I just kind of 50-50'd it, so I added her to my list. Those are my 2 favorite assassins, and I think she'll perform very well in this game as well. Other than that, though, I'll go ahead and roll for my psychic powers. Right, figured it'd just be easier to roll off camera than show you what they got. So the dice are beside the units, what they got, and the schools they rolled on. Obviously, all the non-characters had to go on Dominus. So starting from the Strike Squad up top, they rolled 1s. That means they got Purge Soul. So it's Purge Soul, and then the last one's Hammer Hand, which is all right. I'm actually okay with all of those. Well, I'm actually typically okay with all of this. The Paladins ended up rolling Sanctuary. That's an increase to invulnerable save. And then we had the Dread Knight, not the character, roll Vortex of Doom. And now for the Grand Master in Dread Knight armor, I also rolled on the Dominus Discipline for him, and he got Astral Aim and Gate of Infinity. And lastly, the Librarian and Drago rolled on the Sanctic Discipline, which is new out of Ritual of the Damned for characters only. We have Inner Fire on the Librarian. Sorry, not Inner Fire on the... We have Warp Shaping on the Librarian, because I wanted to take that one for sure. And then I rolled Ethereal Manipulation on him. And then for Drago, I wanted Inner Fire, and I ended up rolling Warp Shaping on him as well. So both my characters have Warp Shaping, which isn't a bad thing. If one of them dies, then the other one can change the tide up if I need be. And that's it.
Today, Luke and I will be playing the Sweep and Clear mission from the Grand Tournament 2020 mission pack. For the mission rules, we've got the standard Take and Hold. So the way this works is, it's the usual one. If you control 1 or more objective, it's worth 5 victory points. If you control 2 or more objectives, it's worth an additional 5. Control more objectives than your opponent, and it's worth an additional 5. Secondary objective, if Luka or I choose to take it, is Direct Assault. You're going to score 3 victory points if you control either the objective marker in the center of the battlefield or the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone at the end of your turn. 5 victory points if you control both of those at the end of your turn. There is also an additional mission rule here, so this is special to this scenario, and it's objective cleared. So in this mission, if you control an objective marker at the end of your command phase, it remains under your control unless your opponent controls it at the end of any subsequent phase, even if you have no mauls within range of it. So it allows us to take the objective and move off of it.
Thanks for checking out this video, everyone. Be sure to check out the one paired with it, though, in the MiniWarGaming Vault. It's going to be a 2,000-point game with Grey Knights here, going straight up against the Alpha Legion. If you want to check this game out, you can click on the link down below to get yourself a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault.
This is the board that Luke and I are playing on today. The standard kind of desert map that I like to fight on. I'm not sure why. I just think it looks good.
It's just this thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the desert. Maybe I should move to somewhere that's less Canada-ish.
I don't know if that's a good idea. That sounds hot.
Yeah, awful. I'll probably just melt right away. So look at the board here. We have got 5 objectives. The markers we're using are from TNT Laserworks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The terrain we're using is pretty much all GameMat.eu except for the
space
crates, the space crates. And then the mat is a Table War map. Something that, you know what, I never did a good enough job of mentioning or paying attention to is that for our Silver Vault members, you actually get a discount for both of those companies. GameMat.eu offers a 13% discount at the time of filming for any Silver Vault members. And then Table War is a 10% discount. So go ahead and check that out if you're a Silver Vault member. And if not, little extra added incentive bonus there if you want to take a look at that. So Luka, as far as the terrain and the traits and all that, what are we counting everything as today?
Right, so the crates are gonna, well, pretty much the craters are out of the rule book, rules for that, and these bunker entrances here on the sides, we're gonna be playing them as craters, but obstacles instead, so you'll get cover if you're behind them, because they are a little bit thicker, and I think that makes sense. The sea cans, or the space cans, I should say, are kind of out of the bounds area, but if they're not, they're gonna be using the rules out of there. And then the larger buildings we have here, and these included are all just obstacles, and you're gonna gain light cover if you're on top of them, except for this one, which is gonna be exposed position. And then all the walls are just obstacle walls and all that good stuff there. For secondary objectives, I went with engage on all fronts, grind them down, and the last one was bring it down, because Josh does have a good amount of vehicles, well, pretty much only vehicles.
Yeah. Looking at my objectives, I went with my standard engage on all fronts, because I've got some decent mobility that I'm going to try to make use of. Also went for assassinate.
Yep.
You get some characters, and then abhor the witch. I hate psychers. You brought a bunch of psychers.
All of the psychers. In fact, the only thing that aren't psychers are my 3 rhinos and my Calidus assassin.
Right, so anybody not familiar, the way that works, I believe it's 5 victory points if you kill a psychic character. But if you kill a psychic unit, it's still worth 3 victory points.
Methinks you'll get the 15 for that secondary, unless you don't kill anything.
If I don't get the 15 for that, I lost the game.
I think so, yeah. I think that's the case.
Rolling off for attacker defender now. Luka's going to roll the big bad 3. I will roll
1.
Okay, get those bad rolls out of the way.
I'm just going to be defender in this corner because lazy. Well, it's right beside my army.
Let's get deploying. Deployment is complete. So, squished in the corner, I decided everything's going to go on the board. I keep trying to be fancy and deep strike stuff because it's fun and flashy looking. So, nope, not going to do that this game. So, we've got my 1 flyer, my 2nd flyer, bunch of angry Electro Priests. I've got both of my squads of...
This is wild.
Do you like this?
This is absolutely wild. I didn't mean to interrupt, but this is wild. This is like, that's dense.
This is, yeah, pretty dense with the amount of stuff. I'm kind of scared of what turn 1 might bring, but who knows? So I've got both of my squads of Ruststalkers hanging out in the back with Call. I do have my, where is he? Where is he? There's an engine seer to try to block anybody deep striking into the back there. 1 toaster, 2 toaster. Both of my units of destroyers and my robots. And then up front there, I've got both units of Rangers because I feel compelled to put them onto terrain every time. I'm not sure why. I just like it. And then 2 squads of the Vanguard hanging out with the Calexis Assassin. Way over on Luka's side of the board. Are we ready for this?
Not nearly enough, or as much stuff.
There's a Rhino.
I forgot to mention a couple of things. My Librarian has the Sanctic Shard relic, so that gives him +1 to his cast and allows him to reroll for psychic powers. He's deployed there. We have Rhino with the Sword Strike Squad, Rhino with the Mixed Strike Squad, Rhino with the Halberd Strike Squad, and our Grandmaster in Dread Knight armor right out in front. Now he is there because no matter where I put him, the Admech are going to be able to shoot him. I'm hoping to get first turn and take a jab at the piece of terrain across from him, if possible. Also, in reserve, I put Drago, the Paladins, the Calidus, obviously, and I did spend 10 points on the Dread Knight teleporter, so he's able to arrive through reinforcements as well, through the normal means, more than that anyway.
I'm just more embarrassed. Like, how do you forget to put a relic on a guy until this late?
No, I remembered to put it. It's in my list. I just forgot to mention it. It was always there. It just wasn't mentioned.
I gotta go check my book for my relics.
That's embarrassing. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, I get it. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, in case you were curious, Otto Caduceus, I think is the right way you say it.
Yikes. That's why I don't like the Admech. That's my first example of why I don't like Admech. I love playing against them. I just hate their stratagems and the relics. It's so dumb.
It's all silliness.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I think I might just call it Catachaos to continue to upset that one guy in the comments section.
Is that what it is? Is someone mentioning the pronunciation? Like,
yeah, but he wasn't nice about it.
oh yikes.
I think it was one of those like, hey, check this idiot out. Who else thinks he sucks?
That's mean,
Sort
man.
of situations.
We're people too, guy.
No, it's okay. I know. No, you know what? He helped me learn a new word that I'm never going to bother to try to say right, anyways.
Did you actually look up how it is pronounced?
Yeah, I think it's caduceus. I think it's a lot closer.
I can 100% tell you I've never heard that word before in my life. So
I can't. I think it's the actual because the basically I just read the lore of it too. It's Arkenland's stick that if he hits a machine hard enough with it, it fixes itself.
Yikes! So Arkenland's stick still exists, eh?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep. And here's time for the roll off, where I finally roll high enough to go first.
Hey man, you get to go first sometimes.
Yeah,
Shirley.
I feel like it's been a while, and don't call me Shirley.
My bad. Nice. Sick reference.
Okay, ready? Bam! I rolled a 5.
That's a good roll.
That's better than all but one of the rolls.
Oh,
that one there.
No! I'll have you know that I don't have any way to really kill you turn 1. I'm just going to be able to do my defensive things I want to do.
Yeah, but I want to kill you.
No.
Sad robot noises. As we go on to turn 1, Grey Knights. I keep forgetting what I'm playing against.
Same.
Okay, so the start of the turn for Luka. What's happening?
Start of the battle round, I'm supposed to declare Tide of Escalation, because I was going to do that one. The cover one won't help me there, because it got eroded, so it doesn't work on the vehicles anymore, because it used to give vehicles cover as well. Now it's only units that are actually psychers can manipulate the warp to make things wiggly.
It's been a while since so they're tides. Eh?
So I got 4 tides. I choose one that I start the game with, and the only way I can change it is by using the psychic power that my Librarian and Drago know that will allow me to change it. And this is so what this one does is whenever I manifest Smite and it works, you take 1 additional mortal wound, and that's it for now.
When are Chaos gonna get something like that?
I don't know.
I want the tide of we decide to show up at night and not get shot.
When they decide to get good. When they decide to get good, I guess. Learn from the Imperium.
Well, time to canticle it up.
Also forgot those, yeah.
What canticles shall I be receiving?
Which one are you getting rid of?
Maybe which one am I getting rid of?
Don't you have to swap out a canticle for the Mars one?
Oh yeah, I'm swapping out Shroud Psalm.
Yeah, screw that shit.
No, sorry, not Shroud Psalm.
I was gonna say, what?
No, Litany's the useless one. I want to get Shroud Psalm all the time. And my roll's gonna be, bam, a 2 and a 4, eh? Let's see what I can change those to. Yeah, after looking at my options here, this, I think I may have said 2 and 4, which, I mean, that's gonna become a 4 with Cole's ability.
Shroud Psalm.
So, Shroud Psalm, we're on cover. Go away. Leave us alone. And then the 2 is actually the Mars-specific one out of Engine War. So there's no penalty for moving and shooting heavy weapons, which doesn't affect anybody in the list right now because they all could have done it anyways. But that does mean all my heavy weapons are +1 strength.
Gotcha. So we're going to start my command phase. At the start of my turn, I am going to spend 2 command points on Heed the Prognosticars on my Grandmaster and Dread Knight armor. This will increase his invulnerable save by 1. This is mostly why I wanted to go first.
Yeah, it pushes it to what, a 3-up, I assume?
I think his does go to a 3-up because he's a Grandmaster. So he'll have a 3-up. It can't get any higher than that.
Oh, okay.
Through any other means. And that's technically before my command phase. So I go up. That brings me down to 10 command points, and now I go up to 11 command points in the command phase. That is it for the command phase. We're going to go right into movement. We are going to advance this Rhino, and it's going to go straight towards that objective, so it's going to go 14. And this Rhino over here, who's in a crater with -2 movement, is going to go an extra, essentially 1.
Yeah,
so it's
roll
go
the 3, but...
So I'll show you where they end up. So these are where everything ends up. This Rhino went over to this objective, that Rhino went over to that objective. We're going to keep the Librarian back here, just moved up towards the rock. Now, the Dread Knight moved up 6 because of the crater. He doesn't have fly, so he doesn't ignore the difficult terrain there. And then I did decide to advance this Rhino, and I rolled a 6, so he was able to go 18 inches, avoiding craters, and ending also within range of the objective, so I'll have at least both of them on that. And we're going to go on to the Psychic phase, where I only have 1 Psychic power to really do with the Dread Knight Grandmaster.
As Luke's getting ready for a Psychic phase, I'm going to take the opportunity to point out the fact that I'm holding the camera again for the first time in a while. I think I said it during the intro, but people skip that. So, excuse me if the shots aren't perfect. Just go ahead and give me a boo Josh down in the comment section if I'm doing a terrible job, and I will do better.
Boo Josh. We're going to start with Astral Aim on him. It'll allow him to ignore line of sight and essentially the bonuses of cover, like light cover, if I shoot at a target. And that goes off on, I believe, a 6. Okay, well, that's a double 1. That's a perils.
Congratulations!
I guess I'll re-roll that, because I don't feel like him taking mortal wounds. So we're going to spend a command point on a re-roll there. And we roll a 7, because we get +1 now. How close do I have to be to the Calexis for negatives?
I believe it is 18.
Okay, so I do suffer his negatives then, because I'm within 17 of him. So the Collectus Assassin's got the Psychic Abomination rule, which reduces my any Psyker's casting roll by 2. But I get +1 for being a Grey Knight, so he really only reduces it by 1. I roll a 5, which is all I need for Astral Aim, so it does go off for him. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast, because I'm out of range of Smite, I'm going to cast, I believe it's called Gate of Infinity, so he can teleport around. I'm just going to confirm he's got that. He does. This goes off on a 6, so I need to show a 7 on the dice here. I fail, because of the essentially -1. I would have made it otherwise. I'll explain my horrible thought process here on as to why I put him there. I had forgotten he had Gate of Infinity, and I looked up my sheet of the Psychic Powers I wrote down. I'm like, oh, I can just teleport him. So therefore, I'll definitely move him in range of the Psychic Abomination rule, and then make it harder for me to roll up that Psychic Power, which doesn't feel great, but it is what it is. At least I'm on the objective. That should be it for the Psychic phase. I have Ethereal Manipulation on the Librarian, which won't help, and I want to stay in the current tide I'm at for the second battle round, and I want to swap in that one later on. Now, we're going to go on the shooting phase, which is going to be pretty basic. The Rhinos are going to pop smoke, and pop smoke, just in case. Why not? We're going to go ahead and fire the Grandmaster's Gatling Silencer, because it's the only thing in range. And the only thing really in range are the Rangers or the Vanguard on the ground there. So I'm just going to fire at the Vanguard. It's going to be 12 shots into them. 12 shots with the Gatling Silencer. We now get to ignore moving and firing heavy. Thankfully, we have 1-2 misses that we reroll because of Rites of Battle. They all hit. Strength 4, so 3s to wound. Not a bad roll, and no AP.
That's 10 wounds looking for a 4-up save because you ignore my cover. Whoa!
I kill some.
All but 1?
Hey, nice.
All but 1. Hey, the boss is still alive.
Not too
You
shabby.
will rue the day, sir.
And because I pop smoke on everything else, my shooting phase is essentially done.
The morale I owe to Luka is I basically got to roll a 1 to 3 to stay on the board here. Oh, he's sticking around. He's going to come take that objective. Too bad you're not OBSEC, Mr. Rhino.
No, not this one.
End of Luka's turn there for scoring. You are going to get the engage on all fronts. Because you've got 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 way over there. So score is 2-0 as we go on to Admech. Turn 1. Command phase for the Admech. I get another command point. I go up to 13.
Ooh, fancy.
Fear me. You ready to watch me spend all 13 turn 1 because you get that assassin?
Yeah, I'm hoping you do.
For the movement on all this stuff, I'm going to be perfectly honest. There's a lot of stuff to move. And I'm not going to try to do it one-handed. So I'm going to go ahead and move my army and then show you where it all ended up. That is my movement complete. Just kind of shuffling stuff around a little bit here. So this little fella went and said, this is mine.
Yep, that's all yours.
These machines here are mine. Leave them alone. Other than that, we had an advance here. And I think that's all I had for advances. And otherwise, just getting everybody into position. Oh yeah, I guess technically the Electro Priest advance. They're not going to do anything this turn anyways, though. But as I swoop around here, my 2 bombers decided to go for a little bit of a fly. So I did have both of them clip the Grandmaster Dread Knight. And then basically get into position for engage on all fronts when that comes up. But anyways, let's drop some bombs and see if it affects them. I'm looking for 4-ups to cause mortal wounds here. This is both bombers at the same time.
That's average.
Yeah, perfectly average. Take 3 mortal wounds. Do you have any protection from that, sir?
I think only in the Psychic phase.
Excellent.
Which is not now.
Shooting phase. I need to pop some stratagems. I don't think I want to. Let's just go for the elimination volley now and get that out of the way.
Yikes.
It's what, a 4-up? It cost me an extra command point?
I got my Reign of Confusion, yes, on a 4.
Do you want to roll it? I'll let you roll it, big guy.
Thank you. I can't remember who rolled it.
Right in the center of the table.
Wah! So it costs you not 1 more. You're good.
Okay. So that elimination volley is giving the squad of robots plus, we'll say this unit of destroyers, +1 to hit.
Nice.
Didn't cost anything extra. And I think while I'm here, I might as well go ahead and we're going to pop the Wrath of Mars on the robots because they're going to be going to go ahead and do a little attack.
Reign of Confusion, maybe? Hey, that's the average. Nice. Costs 1 more.
It costs 3 for that
Woo!
one. So I spent 5 of my 13 command points, and because I'm good at math, that brings me down to 8.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Look at me go! But that means the robots are attacking now, so let's shoot at the Grandmaster.
No.
All right, here we go. Robot shots, hitting on 3s. And you know I got call nearby.
Call.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Are these destroyers?
No, these are the robots.
Ooh.
Because I Wrath of Mars on them. So we got, what, 4, 5, 6, 7 misses total. But we are going to go ahead and throw them right back in. All right, I missed once. We're ready to roll the wound rolls now. So normally I'd be wounding you on 4s, but because of the +1 strength with the Mars Canticle up right now, I'm wounding you on 3s. And 6s are mortal wound. I believe it's an addition, but we'll check. Well, at least there's only the 1/6 there.
I'm happy for that.
I'm sad. Wounding on 3s is almost a 50-50 split there.
Yikes.
So pretty rough. It's good AP, so you're going to go to your 3-up invuln save.
Because I got Heed the Prognosticars up. Is this 1 damage each?
It's 1 damage each. Did you take your mortal wound already?
I'm down to 8 now, yes.
Beautiful.
I'm just going to go ahead and roll them all. Probably should do one at a time in case for a reroll, but I only take the 1 damage there. Heed the Prognosticars, to be fair, only saved 1 more. That was just, the Grey Knights, let's just say, they don't need this right now.
Oof.
Down to 6.
I guess that's what I brought destroyers for. Let's go to the destroyer squad that has the +1 to hit right now, shooting over into you with their heavy grab first.
Please, no.
Start off with the heavy grab because that's the juicy bit. I'm going to be hitting on 3s now, re-rolling misses because of the call.
Call.
Okay. 3 re-rolls, say 2 more hits. Not bad. The +1 strength puts me up to strength 6, so I'm wounding you on 4s. There's a fair amount there. That is 3, 4, 5, 6 looks like.
Josh is okay me doing all these rolls at once.
Yeah, that's fine.
3 ups. Yikes.
Okay.
That's nothing but 4 ups, like pretty much for both attack. So I have D3 damage because my armor save.
Yep. Not going to reroll?
No.
Not yet.
1.
Take uno damage, sir.
Down to 5. I'm most certainly bracketed now.
Then the phosphor. This will get you for sure. Okay, reroll.
Oh, was that only 1 squad of destroyers?
Yeah, it's only one
okay,
squad.
never mind.
Yeah. And then seeing what if I can wound you there. So yeah, I'm still wounding on 5s. We got 1 wounding hit.
Okay, Heed the Prognosticars. We're okay.
Time for the Rangers to get some revenge and shoot at you and maybe do a wound.
All right.
Yeah, both squad of Rangers are just going to shoot at the same time. This might technically waste shots, but I'm not going to kill you, so it's okay.
You say that.
They are going to be hitting you on 3s, rerolling because of the call.
A man who supports.
He is. He's cheerleadering like the best of them. Reroll says...
Oh!
Not a lot better.
I take back what I said about call.
He's the worst. These are going to be wounding you on 5s. 6s are AP1, so that's kind of cool. That's neat.
Ooh.
Whew. Okay. They're fairly angry here. 7 wounds total. The first 4 at AP -1, so you're looking for 3 ups.
We are taking 1 down to 4. And then I have another 3 more to make at 2 ups. We're A-okay.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Cool. Next up, let's do this little squad that has nothing better to shoot at. So they're going to go ahead and put shots into the Grandmaster as well. I got 4 that are in range. Hitting on 4s with the Vanguard. No reroll help because call is not close enough. And I advance. That's why I'm hitting on 4s. Okay, these guys are marksmen.
Nice.
I am looking for 6s to wound.
Oh,
And nothing.
Safe.
Nothing. Boo. I guess I got my assassin, so let's shoot the assassin at you.
He's got a weird weapon.
D3 shots with the Animus. So I'm going to get 2 shots hitting you on 2s. They both hit, and then I'm looking for 5s to wound you with strength 5. I got 1 wounding hit.
Does it do something weird to Psychers?
Oh, maybe I should have got more shots. Whoops, should have been D6 shots. So I technically have 1 more shot hitting on 2. It hits, wounding on a 5. Does not wound. So you get 1 wounding hit.
3 up invuln because it's got like crazy high AP.
And you make it. Heed the...
Prognosticars. It's 2 command points. It's actually paid off.
Yeah. Okay, let's go over the side of the board.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm just standing on the wrong side of the board to roll well. So we're going to have the other squad of... Lucas throwing his hands up.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, it's true. You have been rolling pretty poo on that side of the table.
You know what? I'm rolling fine. You're just rolling hot. We're going to have this squad of the Destroyers go ahead and shoot at the Grandmaster because it makes the most sense still, I think.
Right.
We're dealing with wait for the... Actually, you know what? No. We're going to shoot the Toaster. Toaster!
Toaster first.
Unload shots at the Grandmaster. Kill him.
Does that guy have 3 stubbers on him?
Okay, I totally know the rules for this guy off by heart, and I don't have the book just like out of shot. So we're going to start off with the Belarus Energy Cannon. Heavy 3d3 at the Grandmaster. How many shots?
Ooh.
Okay, not the best, not the worst, kind of average.
That's average, exactly.
Hitting you on 3s. Okay, better than average hits. Normally this is strength 6, goes to strength 7, so I'm going to wound you on 3s.
Ooh.
Oh, see, it helps twice. Huzzah! Praise the Omnissiah. 3 up saves, and it's damage 2 for everyone that gets through.
Oh! Prognosticators. Ognos heavies.
Next, we got the Disruptor Missile Launcher.
Oh, right.
Heavy D6.
Where is the missile launcher on that bad boy?
I think they're actually kind of built in right here.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
So I'm going to get 2 shots. These are going to hit you on 3s.
Huh.
Okay, double 2s. Don't get to worry about the stats. Efficiency! Cognus Heavy Stubbers, get him. Hitting on 3s.
Oh, wow, nice.
Okay, I have no problem hitting, it's just the wounding has been kind of tough.
And these are strength 5.
They are, that's fancy. It still wounds you on 5s, doesn't make a difference.
One?
What? Oh, 1 wounding hit!
No AP.
Fail!
No AP, we're okay.
Yeah. Well, I got Heavy Stubbers over on the Flyers, so let's put them into you.
Do you just really don't want to shoot your destroyers or the other guy yet, eh?
Well, I want to shoot at other stuff first, but I really want this guy dead.
You shoot my Dread Knight.
Well, this is the first of the Flyers shooting at you. Show me 3s to hit.
So many stubber.
Pull out the 2 misses out of that bunch, and these are all going to wound that silly Dread Knight on 5s.
Please stop.
No.
No!
There you go.
5,
Rat-tat-tat.
6?
6 wounding hits. Make 6 2-up saves.
Oh! He's down to 2.
Get him!
He's dying.
Okay, we got the other, I think it's a Fusilave.
It's not
Bomber.
stubbers? Is it just stubber fusillades?
Yeah, this is just Stubbers.
Bring on the stubber, brother. Oh,
No,
no!
he missed a bunch! No! You're not allowed to talk when I roll anymore.
Okay, I'm zipped. It's zipped.
Okay, looking for 5s to wound you. He's still got 1 wounding hit.
Oh!
No, okay, you're fine. Well, we got another little tank. So get him, disintegrate him. It seems like a waste of firepower to put all the shots into him.
But the other one did literally nothing.
Yeah, that would have been... can you imagine how wild this game would be if you had to declare all your shots before you took any?
I mean, isn't that how it is?
No, I mean
Wait.
like with your entire army.
Oh, I see.
I would have never assumed I had to shoot this much at him.
Oh, right, I see what you're saying. Yes, that would be wild.
Energy cannon. We got a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4 shots.
Okay, that does suck.
Yeah.
We got Call, though.
Yeah, Call does help. Hitting on 3s.
Nice.
Okay, come on, Call.
Come on,
Tell him
Call.
to do better.
Nice.
Oh, so good. I'm going to wound you on, I think it's 3s now. And if it's not, then I apologize. Yeah, so we got 3 wounding hits.
Would you like me to roll these one at a time?
No, just do it, sir.
All right. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna
Prognosticators.
roll 3-ups. Okay.
Yeah.
Heavy D6 on the missiles. Oh, we got 3 shots. Hitting on 3s. Come on, please.
Call, please.
Call.
No.
Oh, we got 2 hits. Wounding you on 3s.
Probably good enough to wound on 3s. Yep.
We got 2 wounding hits.
Oh, I assume these are good damage?
I have no idea.
All right. I will command point this. I'll go down to 9. Ah! Oh, that looked like it was a 1.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a 1.
Okay, we're good.
Here comes the revenge of the Heavy Stubbers. 3s. Call says, what are you doing?
Please.
Please hit. Okay, thank you. They all hit now.
Nice.
Wounding you on 5s. Oh, take that. You got 3.
No rerolls here, so I gotta roll 2 1s. He's got 1 wound left. Well, he's certainly very crippled, I'll tell you what.
That's what you want to see, folks. That's what you want to see. Okay, it seems like a terrible bad idea, but I'm going to put all the shooting from the last squad of destroyers into him. Just because, I mean, he needs to be dead for grind them down and...
You have grind them down?
No, but you do.
I didn't kill anything.
Oh, I guess you're not going to get it anyways.
Yeah. So there's something to be said about keeping him up.
Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, because that's an easy way to like get something killed, right? But I mean, I'm
one
not
wound
gonna...
left, but he's got that auto-hitting flamer that's terrifying.
It's D6, rank 6, -1, 2 damage, so it is kind of threatening the assassin.
Yeah, I just want him dead. Die. Let's see if the phosphors kill him.
Oh, okay.
From that happy little squad of destroyers there. Hitting on 4s. Call! It says reroll.
Okay.
Well, I got a hit. I'm going to wound jump 5. Nope, that's a 2. Hate to see it, folks. Here comes a barrage of heavy grab.
Please no.
Hitting on 4, so I got a bunch of rerolls here. That was a pretty average roll. The reroll says I'm going to get another 2 hits out of that. So I think there's 9-ish in there. I'm going to wound you on 4s.
We got 5, 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, I've got no reroll, so here we go. The ego's down, finally.
Okay.
I don't think he has an explosion. No explodes, no death throws.
Nothing, eh?
Not a thing. But you do get rid of my rerolling charge roll, Warlord. That's not bad. And a Psyker, of course.
Yeah, so I do manage to steal some points out of this. So I think that's it for my shooting. I have no charges to declare. You got no morale. Let's just figure out points.
I definitely don't get grind them down, that's for sure.
You don't get grind them down. I will get my engage on all fronts for the 3 table quarters.
Actually, you get 4 table quarters, I think.
Oh yeah, I did manage to get.
Because this guy did not roll a 4+.
Huzzah!
That's huge.
Oh, good call. So 3 points out of that. So yeah, looking at all of that, technically I don't score them till the end, but I do get 5 victory points for killing a Psyker character and 3 for killing a character.
Yep.
So I believe that will put the end game score that I'm just going to keep announcing, even though Luka does point out the fact that, I mean, technically I don't have 11 victory points right now.
But you do have 3.
I do have 3.
Well, for sure 11. For sure 11.
When we go to add up at the end. So that will be the end of Admech turn. The score right now is, I'm just going to say 11-2. As we go on to Grey Knights, turn 2.
So I'm going to spend 2 command points at the beginning of the second battle round for Supreme Deception. This will prolong the Adeptus Assassin's Reign of Confusion ability for this battle round. I could use it in different battle rounds, but I think it makes more sense to use it now. It's going to cost me 2 command points, bringing me down to 8. Technically 7, but I'm about to gain my 8th right now.
Yeah. Looking at your scoring, sir.
I do have my Librarian on this objective. I've got my Rhino on that objective. I got a Rhino on this objective, and unfortunately, not that it matters too much, I guess, but I did lose this objective. So I do get 15 for the primary in the second battle round.
I need to roll my canticles, and I get a 2 and a 4. Nice. Which is kind of maybe what I want to keep anyways.
Is that the exact same thing as before?
That's the exact same thing I had. I don't know if I want to adjust myself out of that. So yeah, we'll keep that. +1 strength, all my heavy weapons, and then I've got cover on everything.
Very nice.
Astral aim that.
I don't think I have Astral Aim anymore.
That's what it meant. That was the joke.
That was the joke. I am ready for jump out of Rhino phase. This might be, well, it all depends on certain die rolls, but this could be hard hitting phase as well. We're going to start by disembarking this squad, which is the Sword Strike Squad, wholly within 3 of the Rhino, somewhere around here. Disembarking like so, and then we're going to go ahead and do a move right past this dude here. And we're going to annihilate, we're going to attempt our best to annihilate him later through whatever means, I suppose.
I hope you fail.
And then the Rhino is going to poke his head out. Disembarking the mixed squad. I'm going to put them in cover, though, for the most part, I think. So I can go charge him, but he can only hit him on 6s, which sucks. No, we're gonna come on out. Coming on out. Disembarking over here. And then they disembark and then they move in that fashion, and then the Rhino, we're just gonna not move 10, we're just gonna go to there. Because why not? You know what? We're gonna go a little further out. There we go. This Rhino, I could disembark and go on top of the building, but I'm not gonna have a whole lot of targets, so I'm just gonna advance it and make it a threat next turn. It's gonna go 5, which is pretty nice. Ending there, kind of wish I didn't pop smoke. Obviously, I was a little too impetuous with that last turn.
Joke's on you. Well, I mean, I should have killed. I feel like Matt says I probably should have killed that Dread Knight earlier and then started shooting at the Rhinos.
Right, and I'm also leaving that objective because the mission special rule says I get to keep control of it until Josh takes it from me, and flyers can't take objectives. So we're going to go ahead and roll for the Adeptus Assassins. I believe it's the polymorphine rule. She has to show up 3 inches plus D6 away from enemy units as opposed to the normal 9.
Right.
So I want to roll low here. So I'll roll 3. So she has to be more than 6 inches away from units when I set her up. Showing up over here, more than 6 away from those 2 units, the Disintegrator and the Destroyers. 8 inches away from the Castellan robots, which is their real target. And I'm going to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to spend 1 command point on Acrobatic for her. I used it in my movement phase. She can advance and charge. Not that it matters here. But she's also -1 to hit until the next battle round.
Nice.
Okay, so the rest of my reinforcements showed up. Paladins. Drago over here, because I want to support this squad. And we're going to have the Dread Knight there and the Calidus Assassin obviously right there as well. Now, would you like to shoot at anything?
No.
No? Okay. Well, that's fair. And I'm going to note, I'm not going to do a dynamic insertion interfire with Drago. I was really tempted to do it, but I think I'm going to get more out of his reroll on this squad over here, his Chapter Master reroll. So that is going to bring it to the Psychic phase. Drago is going to go ahead and cast a Smite. He's more than 18 away from the Calidus Assassin. Or sorry, Calexis, so he's just going to go ahead and hit that guy up with a Smite there. Wah! We get a +1 to that, so we get a 9. That's just 2 mortal wounds on him. Yeah. The Strike Squad with swords have Purge Soul, so they're going to go ahead and, I guess, Purge Soul, because I don't really care about them too much. We're going to Purge Soul against that squad of Destroyers in the back.
The further row one?
Yep. Just has to be visible within 12. I get -2 or -1 to this cast because I'm within 18 of the Calexis. So
the cumulative, yeah. You get -2 then +1.
Exactly. So I roll a 6. It's good. This might do nothing, but Josh and I are going to roll a d6 now and add our leadership, our highest leaderships from our units to this roll, and then he'll take mortal wounds equal to the difference if there is one. So you roll...
A 1. Yep, I'm going to take a bunch of damage.
So you roll an 8, and I'm going to roll... Okay, well, that's not bad. I roll a 10, so you just take 2 mortal wounds. It's the same as Smite, but it's more of a targeted Smite.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if this is worth it. I don't think it is. After they cast that Psychic Power, I'm going to spend 1 command point on Empiric Surge. That means all Psychers within 6... I should have done this earlier when Drago cast the power, but it didn't really matter in this case. Essentially, this guy's going to get +1 to his cast when he does try and do Vortex of Doom. Then we're going to go ahead and cast Vortex of Doom with him. The nearest model within 12 is this guy here. So the way this... Well, I'll roll a cast. I'm going to spend 1 command point on Psychic Channeling going down to 5. Psychic Channeling is going to let me roll 3 dice, taking the 2 highest, and I'm going to get +2 to this cast. I'm looking to roll a 12+ to make this do d6 mortal wounds. I don't. I actually roll an 11. But it still goes off. So what this does is that model's unit's going to take d3 mortal wounds, and every other unit within 3 inches of that model will also take d3 mortal wounds, which I think is just that unit, and that unit. And he might be too far.
Still many units.
So d3 on the Destroyers, they just take 2. And then that squad in the back takes 3, just kills the 1. And then the Castellan Robot takes 1. And then the Vanguard take 3.
Nice.
All right, so that's all he can cast. He can only cast the 1. And then these guys over here are going to go ahead and throw out Hammerhand on themselves. There's no point in smiting because he would just eat it up and absorb it.
Yeah, because you can't target him anyways.
Yeah, he's pretty much immune to smites. And I have to hit him with it. So Hammerhanding themselves, they get -1 in the end after all modifiers. I rolled a 5. I think Hammerhand's 6. So I think the Calexis stops that one. The Paladins are going to go ahead and cast Sanctuary. They are within 18 of the Calexis' Psychic Abomination rule. So it's going to be -1 in the end. I need to show a 7 on these dice. That's a 5. How much do I care about Sanctuary? It gives them a 4 up invulnerable save.
Well, they only 5 up base?
They're only a 5 up base, yeah.
Okay.
A 7 on 2 dice, eh?
You want time to think about it, friendo?
No, I'm gonna go down to 4 command points and re-roll it, I suppose. Okay. Ha! That's still a fail, because that's in the end of 5. Boo. And then that'll bring us to the Librarian for the last thing to cast Psychic Powers. He's gonna Smite, because he can cast 2. Why not? He gets Smite, there's just 2 more wounds to this flyer.
Boo. And what's the other one?
Warp Shaping. This is the one I need to get off. So I can re-roll this because of his shard, his Sanctic Shard, if I need to. I believe this goes off on if I show a 3. So okay, I have +2 to my roll, so I show a 13. That's going to let me change my Tide up from the Tide of Escalation to the Tide of Convergence. This will increase the strength and damage of all psi weapons by 1. Okay, we're going to go to the shooting phase. We're going to try and lighten up some of those Fulgurite Electro Priests with whatever shots I can. We're going to have Drago fire his Stormbolter into the Electro Priest. He just hits on 2s. And he's a Terminator, so he always rapid fires. Wounding on 3s, I guess? Because they're toughness 3?
It's true.
It's just a Stormbolter, so
just
3.
a Stormbolter?
Yeah.
Okay. I get a 5 up invuln save.
Nice.
Pass 2, and then a 5 up to ignore damage.
Do I slay 1?
You slay 1.
One has been
One has...
slain.
I was going to say, man.
1 has been slain.
Do me a favor and do a measurement. Does pulling from the front there make a difference? I don't think so.
These guys, I could tell you, are not going to be shooting at them anyways. And I don't think I have, like, I have some line of sight on these guys to them. I think I can see about these
Yeah, you can see a couple of them.
3 there.
So you know what? We're just going to pull him from the back.
This Rhino's going to go ahead and fire the Stormbolter at them. Just 2 dice. 3s. No re-rolling. Dre goes too far. And 1 wound. No AP.
Puts me to a 5 up, 5 up. Oh, beards.
Nice.
Okay.
We'll jump to the Librarian before I forget him. He's going to put a Stormbolter into the Flyer. He's already started. They only have 10 wounds? I guess they only have 10 wounds. 3s to hit. Sorry, 4s to hit because he's supersonic. And 5s to wound. Okay, there you go.
Stormbolter. Hits. I assume no AP on him anyways?
No, just normal bolt rounds.
Okay, I think I got a 2 up save.
Oh yeah, Shroud Psalm. Yikes!
Yeah!
Stupid Shroud Psalm. I'll go with the Paladins next. All the ones with Stormbolters are going to go into the Rangers right there.
Yep.
And then the Psi Cannon will go into the Disintegrator. And that's it.
What do you want to roll first?
Yeah, I'll do Psi Cannon first. Starting with that Psi Cannon, it's got 4 shots. It's heavy though. We don't ignore firing that. Hitting on 4s. Not bad. We have 3 hits. And toughness 7 on that guy.
T7.
So it is now strength 8 because of my tide. So 3s. Mattered.
What's the AP, sir?
Just 1.
Just 1? So I go back to a 3 up save after the cover.
And oh wow, huge.
Okay, cool.
And then Stormbolters into the Rangers, hitting on 3s. We're not going to Fury the Proven here. It's not super important at the moment.
And then you're looking for 3s to wound.
Yep, and these are just normal Stormbolters, so you'll have a 3 up save up there with 8 wounds.
Come on, boys, live!
I killed 2.
Okay. I mean, you're working on it. Oop.
Keep trying to get there.
Oop.
The Rhino's Stormbolter will go into them as well. 2 shots. Then we're done on this side. We have 1 hit and a wound.
Okay, 3 up save.
Oh, 1 dead Ranger!
You fiend!
Gonna go into this squad of Grey Knight Strike Squad here, and they're gonna fire the Psi Cannons into the okay, well, I promised Josh I knew what I was shooting at. We're gonna say
Do you need a minute?
No, we're gonna say Castellan robots.
Okay.
And then we're gonna spend a command point on steady advance on them. So they count as having stood still for bolt or discipline only. And we're gonna put all the Stormbolters into the Electro Priest.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
And that puts me down to 3 command points after doing that. So we're gonna do the 2 Psi Cannons into the, did I say Castellans? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, we miss every single shot because it's a heavy weapon.
Oh boy, I need you to start rolling that for saves, friendo.
Ooh, no, don't wish that on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 guys. Here are all of the Stormbolters into the Electro Priests on 3s. And again, they're rapid firing because of steady advance. 3s to wound them. Not too bad, pretty good amount of wounds. 4,
Oof, how many we got?
8, 12, 7, 15.
15 5 ups, because they don't care about getting better cover.
Yeah.
I guess they'd be a 5 up invuln or save either
Oh,
way.
is this a 6 up save normally?
Yeah, 6 up save normally.
Well, we might kill a couple.
I think you're going to kill more than a couple there, so I save a perfectly average amount thus far. And 5 up to ignore damage. You ready?
Yep.
Bam. Yep. Oh, okay, that's still not terrible.
I do kill 5 though. Oh, 6.
6. Leaves me with 2.
Yikes. We're then going to go ahead and spend 2 command points on Psybolt ammo on this squad here. It makes their Stormbolters psychic weapons for the Tide, so they're going to become Strength 6, AP 1, 2 damage each.
Nasty.
They're going to put the Psi Cannons into the robots, and then we're going to put the Stormbolters into those destroyers right in front of us. And they're all rapid firing, so I don't have to worry about steady advance on them. Stormbolters up first. These are hitting on 3s, but Drago, the Chapter Master, is nearby, so I reroll failed hit rolls. Still failed though, so that was a miss. Reroll.
Oh, you hit with everything.
Okay, that's not quite good for me or you. Grey Knights. Okay, maybe Strength 6, so 3s to wound with AP. Pretty much ignores your cover.
Yeah. All right, 24 saves, 4 up. Oh, they're all dead.
Yeah,
yeah, without even counting it up, that's more than enough wounds to get through. It's not a terrible roll, so let's try to separate it out.
Yes. For anyone watching, these are 2 damage each. I think I said it earlier, though.
Yeah, because there's one guy with 1 wound, right? So he's dead. Dead. Dead.
Dead, yeah.
Dead.
And
so I guess it's a good thing that they're not a giant squad.
Right. That's what I asked earlier. I'm like, okay, well, it's not that. I didn't want to shoot the robots because Would I have killed the robots? You have a 3-up save. Oh, I guess I would have killed the I would have killed the robots with that roll too, I think.
Yeah, you would have done... If you didn't kill, you would have done major damage.
Actually, I wouldn't have done as many wounds, though.
That is them. The dead.
And side cannons into the robots, hitting on 4s, because we moved, but we get to roll 1s, 2s, but not the 3s, because it's technically... He didn't help. There we go. It's that. He just didn't help. 3s to wound. We got 2 wounding hits at AP 2?
At AP 2.
I'm going to double check that.
These are strength 8, 2 damage. So I've got one guy with 5 wounds left. Oh, you got another big guy to shoot with, eh?
I have, yeah, his...
Question is, do I do the invuln save for a 4-up with potentially bouncing more wounds back at you?
Or just a 3-up?
Or just a 3-up? I'm going to go for the 3-up, but we'll see if it made a difference.
No 6s?
Oh! Well, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
It means I passed one, but then I didn't do any mortal wounds to you, so I guess it balances out.
It's good in its own way, right?
Keep in mind, the counters being in cover for +1 to their save.
Yep.
And then the Aegis Protocols +1 to their save.
Right.
So that's their...
Oh, they had a 2-up no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo. We're going to go with the big silencer here, or side cannon, sorry, heavy side cannon.
I think it's Psy Cannon.
No, you're right, that is the heavy Psy cannon for sure. We're going to go ahead and fire that into, I guess, the disintegrator, because I don't want to shoot the Castellan robots.
You coward.
Because they have a 2-up save against a shot no matter what. I have, the tide doesn't affect his gun because he's not infantry. It only works on infantry. So we're hitting on 3s, re-rolling, because this is a vehicle. It ignores moving, firing heavy. We have a miss, and we wound on 4s. 3 wounds at AP 1.
AP 1 plus cover because of the Shroud Sum. So I'm back to my 3-up save. And I'm going to fail 1. How much damage?
Just 2.
Okay, so he's down to 10 wounds left.
The Calidus Assassin is going to go ahead and fire her Neural Shredder into, I'm going to say, the robots there, just because I want to start whittling them down a little bit. And the Disintegrator is, well, it's just a big dumb vehicle. So we're going to fire at them. It hits on a 2. We hit. This is a weird gun, though. I roll 3d6, and if I roll equal to or higher than your leadership, you just take d3 mortal wounds.
On average, you should get it there.
I don't. Actually, I roll an 8, so I fail. I need their leadership 10. Forgot to mention that, so I had to show a 10 plus on 3 dice, which is the average, so I felt okay doing it. We are going to go ahead and start with the Calidus Assassin as we move on to the charge phase now. She's going to declare just the Disintegrator.
Just the Disintegrator,
Just the Disintegrator.
Because I assume you're going to try to pile into
Yes.
Mr. Robot there.
Yes. I'm not a fan of doing it, but I cannot stand those models. I have, out of everything in the game, the most enmity for them.
Yeah.
And I can't even tell you why.
Yeah,
I can't even tell you why.
I like to tease Luke because there's many things where he's like, oh, I just refuse to do that because it's dumb, except
Right.
for against this one.
I will do anything super janky, the worst possible things. I'll be a whack player to get them through and through.
They are just the Joker to your Batman.
They bring out the worst in me. They do. Those guys bring out the worst in me every game. But you know what? I'm feeling pretty okay right now because I've got them, I think. Maybe.
Now, the thing is, do I Overwatch?
No, please don't.
You know what? Let's just Overwatch you.
Well, it's pretty important if she does die. Well, that's bad news bears for me, I suppose. On a 4-up, this will cost 2, though, for Reign of Confusion that I extended. It does not. It's only 1 command point.
Let's start with the energy cannon. How many shots is it going to be? That's 1, 2, so that's 4.
I want to.
Finally remember the thing, Cognus Overwatch. Do you want to take back the charge?
No.
Okay.
But she's -1 to hit. Still.
She's -1 to hit still.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of handy dandy.
Yeah.
You want to see if it costs me an extra command point?
Yes. This is Cognus Overwatch. It does. It does.
Okay, I'll keep it though. And then the energy cannon now, looking for beards to hit. I got 1. It's strength good. Strength not that good though, I think, though. It's still only
Strength
7.
6, so 3 to wound.
Yeah.
It's only 2 damage. Would you re-roll that?
No.
No, not with Reign of Confusion. I'm probably.
D6 shots with a missile launcher.
Please no.
So there's 4 there. Okay. Beards. None.
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, so Overwatch. And I'm hitting on 4s because of your -1 to hit.
I think. I don't know if it can technically, because I know Overwatch hits like unmodified 6s, but then when you throw in the weird rules like this, it's weird.
Yeah, this still makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Looking for 4s to wound you. 2 wounding hits.
Well, I have lightning reflexes, so can I dodge bullets? No! What a surprise!
Bang, bang.
I am down to 3 wounds. This is a 6-inch charge, probably the most important charge I'll roll in the game. So we'll get it 12. So I already know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go right there, outside of an inch of the Castellans. And I do apologize, but sorry, like one of those sorry not sorry. So we're gonna go ahead. These guys, impossible charges. It's already -2 because they're on this crater. Be another -2 because they're gonna have to go over that crater. So I'm not even gonna bother rolling their charges. These Grey Knights here, though, they're gonna declare a charge because I'm a little too cautious. We're just gonna go for the Vanguard and see where that gets me. I assume you don't want to Overwatch, though.
With two, no, I already used my own Overwatch.
That's true, yeah.
Yep.
So they're gonna charge. Well, I probably should have targeted the destroyers as well, but I didn't. That's where they're going to end up with their 10-inch charge, trying to make a lane for these guys to go in, who are going to declare the destroyers as their target. I don't even, like, I'm trying to debate, do I even target that guy? Like, what do I do about him?
The Calidus?
The Calexis.
Oh, yeah, I guess I don't know, like, I'm going to...
I mixed them up a lot,
It's the C name
It's
one.
the C, yeah. So I don't... I'm going to declare him as a charge target as well, just in case something weird happens, but the main target... I think I actually technically have to declare them as well if my models end up over here. So we're going to declare them, the destroyers, and the Calexis assassin.
Might as well, it's but a 7 to make it into the...
It's an 8
An
to
8?
get into
Okay.
them. So I need to show an 8 to make this charge legal. I fail that.
Command point?
That's pretty important. I kind of know if I need that command point for later. I'm not going to command point it, because I might need it for later. I don't know. And the Paladins will declare a charge against Disintegrator. It's a 9-inch charge.
Do it up.
They get no bonuses. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. They're going to end their charge like that. That is it for my charges. We're going to go ahead and start this off by fighting over here, I suppose. Like, there we go. We'll drag them in so they can strike me back, but I can't strike them because I didn't declare them as a charge target. And then the crater doesn't impede pile-in moves. It's only like a list of moves, like charges, normal moves, and all that stuff.
Right.
We're bringing them on in, boys. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and swing into them. We have 2 attacks on the Justic, I believe they're called Justicars, +1 for shock assault. So we have 3 attacks with this Demon Hammer. Let's go with him first. He hits on 4s. We have 2 hits and wounds on 2s. It's a Thunder Hammer. And then you have your Bionics.
Let's see, looking for that big bad. But it's just 6 up. No, they're dead.
Got 'em.
Double ones. Bloop, bloop. And that is dead and a dead.
Then we'll further encompass these bad boys here.
All right. I made the big mistake of leaving these guys way too close to have Luka to be able to go in and tie him up.
Mm-hmm.
But Luka made the mistake of allowing me to interrupt,
Indeed I did.
which I will interrupt with the Disintegrator.
So counter-offensive with the Disintegrator, allowing it to pile in and stop my Calexis, Calidus assassin
Yes.
from getting the robots in. But this might cost you 3 of your 5 command points with Reign of Confusion.
I think I need to do it to keep in the game.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm going to just irk.
So they're based now. Don't have to worry about that. Unless I somehow kill it in one swing, which won't happen, then I can still get them. But you're down
Pretty
to
mighty power sword.
you're down to 2 command points.
Oof. Well, fine. I got 3 attacks on 6s. Oh, no.
Yep.
That didn't work.
Hey, here's a great example of. I'm pretty sure 6s always hit because I'm -1 to hit technically, but 6s
yeah,
always
good
hit.
call.
6s always hit. I think it is.
I think it's a modified 6s always hit, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. Does it work for wounds? It doesn't matter if it works for. I think it works for wounds as well. But in this case, I'm fine. 2s to hit with the phase sword. Bam. I somehow missed the vehicle twice. It's fast.
It's making toaster noises.
Toast is ready. 5s to wound. 1 wound at AP, pretty good. -3. No invulns allowed.
And I'm looking for. You said it's -3.
Yeah, you should have a 6
So
up
6
save.
up.
I do
The
too.
beard does not work.
Welcome to the world of 8 wounds left, nerd.
What is that sword? We want that sword. Give us
That's an
the
Imperium
sword.
sword. No. Go with the Paladins next. We're gonna go ahead and pile them in. Get them a little bit further up. This will also bring those Rangers in, I guess, technically, by doing that. I'm not gonna bother with Fury of the Proven. Methinks is a dumb idea, maybe. So I want to keep I have only 1 command point left. So we hit on 4s with. Actually, no. The Paragon actually hits on 2s. Now that I recall that, so we hit on 3s with the Demon Hammer. Nice, good job, Paragon. He's only strength 8 though, so 3s still. Okay, never mind. That's pretty good.
Looking for 6 up saves. Unless you have better AP.
No, this is the Thunder Hammer. Hey, you made only 9 damage.
Okay, he's got 3 wounds left.
And now the Force Halberds get to go next, hitting on 3s. No re-rolling. 5 to wound. Strength 5. It's not a demon, so I don't get to reroll wounds against it. We have 3 wounding hits.
-2 puts me to a 5-up save. None. So it's dead. It only had 3 wounds left.
Okay, so yeah. Does it blow?
As much as I would love to machine Spirit's Revenge, it just doesn't seem worth it right now.
How many command points is that normally?
It's 2, I think.
So
oh no, sorry, it's 1.
It's only 1? Okay, yeah.
But I mean, like, I'd still be able to do it, but next turn I need a little bit of offense, so
Right.
I cannot do it in good conscience.
Gosh, so I kill a big scary vehicle, I think.
Still try to roll a beard.
That's true!
No!
Never mind.
Okay. The fish is dead.
I thought it was a toaster.
Toaster fish.
And then they do consolidate closer towards the Rangers. They go their full 3. That should be it for my close combat stuff. So you get to retaliate with those that I brought in. You don't get to attack with your Castellan robots.
Oh no. The horror. I'm not going to bother piling in there. I think it's, because I think it's only my destroyers that get to swing, right?
Yeah. Oh, you get to do it. The Rangers get to fight.
Oh yeah.
You get the 2
I
Rangers.
keep forgetting about them. Let's do the Rangers. 3 attacks total. Show me 4s to hit. Okay.
Nice.
And then
T4.
T4, so 5s to wound. No.
Tough paladin.
All right, 4 attacks total from the Cataphrons. Looking for 4s to hit you.
Oh, so accurate.
Okay, we got
Call?
2 hits.
Is that only shooting?
It's only shooting.
Oh, what a useless character.
He used to be cool.
I think they're strength
it's
5.
2 wounding hits. Yeah, it is strength 5.
Do they have AP?
No.
Or is that the Breachers? Okay.
The Breachers do, yeah.
3s! No, power armor, blessed. Thank you, Mars.
Oof.
Actually, maybe my power armor's made on Titan.
I assume like the base components are made on Mars and it's modified on Titan, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I have to fight twice. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all
I think
got.
that's it. So I owe you some morale checks. So we're gonna start there. The Cataphrons can't fail.
Nice.
The priests, though, definitely could. Let me think. I had 9 to start and I got 2 left. I gotta roll basically a 1 here to not have everybody run away.
Hey, Steve's really good at doing this. Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
So
that's
one guy.
opposite. So 1 runs and then 50-50 chance on the other. Or sorry, no, 1
or
or
2.
3 chance.
Yeah. That was the other guy.
they're gone.
The boogies too. Huh. Nice.
And then up here, I lost 3. Base leadership of 7. So, yeah, we don't like this either.
Oh wow! Really?
1 or 2 for the other one to flee. No. Okay, so he sticks around.
Obviously, the Vanguard Ranger dude, leader man.
And that is end of the turn.
Right.
Not looking great for the Admech.
That was a pretty impressive showing for the Grey Knights. I'm pretty happy with how that performed. I obviously made a pretty critical mistake over there, and I had to suffer the wrath of the Castellan robots, my least favorite unit in the game, but it is what it is. I do have, though, engage on all fronts in all 4 quarters. I got a Rhino and some characters over here.
Yes.
I have pushed in with the Paladins over there, and I think only them, actually. And then we have a Rhino over there in that quarter still, and then my 1 Librarian over here. So that's going to give me 3 points for engage on all fronts, and I killed the Electra Priest, the Disintegrator, Destroyers, and 2 units of Vanguard. So I killed 5 units this turn.
Whew. Sir, the turn here, command phase. I'm going to go ahead and get the 5 points for the 1 objective I still hold. It's pretty good. Pretty happy about that. He said not being serious.
Hey, 5 points is better than none.
It's true, friendo. It's true. And I get my 1 more command point to go up to what, 3?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the world of 3 command points.
Nice. And I think, geez, I think that's about it right now.
Yeah, armies don't really have a whole lot to do in the command phase until their new codexes come out, I would suspect. Unless, even armies that technically had a command phase before, those rules don't work in the command phase.
Yeah.
Like Necrons, all their before your turn rules will go to the command phase, I suspect. But,
Probably.
yeah, not right now.
My movement phase. You know what? This is going to be another one full of kind of tricksy movement, and I'm still bad at moving with my left hand, so I'm going to go ahead and move my stuff and then show you guys where it ended up. You know what? We're going to do this piece by piece, because that's the best way in my mind to handle it. We're going to have the Ranger fall back, and then we have the unit of Ruststalkers move up to say hello to the Terminators.
What's up?
Kind of spoiling to get called into a fight, but I'm not sure where or how.
Well, he's pretty good at beating up whomever he wants to go for, I think. He thinks.
He's not terrible at it, but like I don't want to just lose him right away either.
I'll do Drake
He used
over-
to be such a beast in 7th edition, like he was unkillable.
Yeah,
And then they fixed that real quick.
Yeah, he had like healed 3 wounds a turn, something ridiculous like that.
Gonna move those guys on back.
See, that's one of the ones where it's tempting to use one of the new core stratagems to do more wounds to them as they fall back, but I don't think it's worth it. It's just on 6s, it's no good. I need my command point for bigger, better Space Marine things.
I mean, that's fair. I'm trying to think, does Call go into this squad, maybe?
Yikes.
Next up, the robots are going to be moving back to there.
Protect the boss?
Kind of protect the boss, but the boss wanted to go fight, but like, I don't know, boss isn't going to fight yet. And it's more making the room for the Ruststalkers to come through.
Ah, I understand.
Leaves the squad like so. I'm still going to get a -2 to go ahead and jump over that when I go to charge, but hey, it's better than not being able to do a thing. The Calexis,
Yeah!
nailed it, is going to move himself to back here.
Right, he's got this gigantic aura of -2 to casting psychic powers right now. Yikes.
I don't know, you jump the wall and go heal someone.
Nice, big move. Let's go ahead and heal him now before we forget. Oh, Call can heal too.
Call can heal as well, yeah. So
I guess the destroyers go back up to full? Well, I guess you could heal the Castellan robots too.
I'm gonna, heal both of them. So I'm gonna heal the Castellans back to full with a Call. And then he'll be healing these guys. I think it's D3. How many are you gonna heal, good sir, onto the Cataphrons? Oh! Praise the Messiah!
Oh!
Their health is back.
Sick.
And then, yeah, Call will heal the one robot, the one damage he's taken, so. I'm gonna take a minute and move these 2 flyers. And then finished my moves here with the 2 Fusilaves? I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, is that the name of the flyer? I thought
yeah,
it was the
yeah.
Stubbers, gotcha.
And then, I know technically we did the healing out of order, but we always forget it, so it's just easier to do it that way.
Now it's bomb dropping time.
Yeah, it's bomb dropping time. So let's start by Paladins.
No.
On average, I almost kill one.
They're so expensive,
4
please.
ups. 2 more wounds.
Almost.
Then the other flyer that clipped them on the way. 4 ups.
Please, my squad. Oh gosh. Yep, that's just the whole squad, except for one guy. I love these models, they're so great.
Okay, well, I feel kind of bad.
There we go.
I mean, like, not actually, but like, I feel like I'm supposed to feel bad.
Oof, yikes.
I guess that makes up for a good chunk of the bad luck I've had so far. I guess. Well, that's the end of the movement. Let's go over to, you know what, let's go to Psychic Phase, where I'm going to change the robots.
Cool.
Now, for they're going to go to the double shoot, so they won't be able to move again. But hey, whatever, I guess we're fighting here. So does this cost me an extra command point?
Oh, is this only one command
Sir
point
Luka.
typically?
I think it's 2.
Oh wow, so 4 up? It does not, that's the one. You have 1 command point remaining.
Nice. Honestly, that bomb drop kind of changes everything I was planning on. So let's take a moment and rethink this. We'll go with this flyer, putting shots down into the Paladins.
Bring it on.
I will be hitting you on, 3s re-rolling because of Call.
Boo. Lame. Name characters, who brings those?
I was actually, Luke was referring to the fact that I chirped him at the beginning of the game for bringing Drago. I'm like, boo, name characters. Like, what are you doing? You're awful. Who's my warlord? Oh, wait, it's Call.
It's, yeah, yikes. Oops.
And because of my Canticle, this is Strength 5. So I'm going to wound you on 3s. Take that, Terminators. I'm going to fail 4 of those, so I get 8 wounding hits. I got to do my best to remember to do this with dice. They're so glareful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, to like, yeah, I don't know if mine are bad, but typically yours are.
Yours aren't that bad.
So these are 2 up saves because Terminator. We are going to fail 1, which will kill the 1 Paladin.
Fantastic! Call is up next. He will fire his Solar Atomizer at your Terminators. Would you like to do your stratagem where you reduce the damage?
How many shots is this bad boy?
D3.
No, I'm not too concerned about that.
You're not too concerned about it? Well, you fool! He fires once, hitting on 2.
Hey, nice.
I had a moment there. I'm like, oh, did that miss? No. Okay. Wounding on 2s.
Okay.
It wounded you.
I assume pretty high AP.
Yeah, it's like AP minus 4.
So let's go right to that Crux Terminatus, which we're going to naturally make.
Yeah, of course. Next up, we're going to have the Rangers up here put shots down to this Grey Knight squad. These are going to hit you on 3s, but there is a Call nearby.
Sick.
And with a reroll, yep, they still miss. It's tough to get frustrated at them when they do that. I'm going to wound you on 4s, but 6s are AP 1.
That's 3 wounds.
Sick. 3 wounds.
Sick, very nice. I got that power armor, which will help not one of them. So one guy does that. I'm gonna take a side cannon for sure, because they've done their job.
Let's have my next Archaeopter shoot at them. Come on, little buddy. I believe in you. He's sitting on 3s. No call nearby.
Don't need him.
Yeah, I guess I think that was average still. And then I'm going to wound you on 3s.
Strength 5. 2s. Oh, there's a couple
Many
3s.
2s.
There's a couple 3s though.
Yeah, there are, so it helps a little bit. So there's a grand total of 6 saves to make here.
3 up. Oh, that's a grand total of 3 dead dudes. So I'm gonna
Whoa.
go take the other side cannon, which is right there, and then I'll take that guy because he fell over. Why not? And then we'll pull you. So that's 3 dead.
Let's go over here for shooting. I want her dead. I'm trying to think, do I use the strategy where I get like +2 to hit?
Oh, because of the
To
weird.
cancel everything out? Or do I just hit you on 4s?
Right.
I didn't
So
bring call close enough to help.
she's right now she's -1 to hit, and because those are heavy weapons shooting in combat from a vehicle, it's -1 to hit. Not that they stack. Well, they kind of do, but it can only cap out at -1. But Josh could make it +2 to hit to counteract everything.
So I just go back to hitting on 3s.
It's essentially
Instead of just 4s.
kind of +1 to hit in a
No,
way.
it doesn't sound worth. But let's see how much I regret it. We'll fire the rest of the guns at the
The Dread,
the Dread Knight.
in case she dies,
Right. As long as she's still alive,
Oh.
this does not work.
because everything is a blast weapon, by the way.
Yeah, those the
Blast.
energy cannon and the missile launchers are blast, so I can't target her with them. But I can target him if she dies from the Stebbers, which let's see if she does.
Huh? Force?
Oh, see, the 3s would have helped a bunch.
No.
You fool!
There's a chance that strategy might not have worked because of the Reign of Confusion.
I know.
Yeah.
And then force wound. 2 wounding hits, not enough.
She's gonna live, but is she lightning fast with her light? Yeah, this time she is. Average
Fine,
is
I know,
nice.
see? Let's go with the robots.
Yikes! Here we go.
Well, let's go ahead. We're gonna have 2 of the robots target back into the paladins because they need to die. Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna go this way. I thought I'd have to shoot a bunch of them at that unit that got bombed.
That worked out pretty well for you.
But I mean, it got bombed, so there is that. So I'm gonna go ahead.
He's gonna live.
I'm gonna shoot the other robot at your Dread Knight.
Really? Okay. I figured you were shooting them.
The way I'm looking at it is I'm hoping to charge with these guys to tie them up.
Oh, that works too.
And if I don't, I'm going to charge with the Colossus.
Oh yeah, you got the Colexus. Yeah, that guy's your answer then for sure. Just hitting him on 6s, obnoxious.
So the one robot shooting
Twice.
shooting twice into him. Hitting you on 4s with a call nearby.
I hate these guys.
Call me maybe.
Look at all these rerolls. No.
Yep. So the rerolls say.
One more. There's one more.
Is there one? Oh, thank you.
Call sucks.
You didn't even help that much.
That's what I'm.
3s to wound you now.
Because they're strength 7.
Oh, I roll a
Ones.
bunch of 1s. So that's 4. Jeez, that's bad. We got a grand total of 7 wounding hits on you.
All right. Well, I have a 2-up save that is now knocked down to a 4-up save, and we're gonna make some of them. So we take 3. I believe he's down to 9.
And now we're gonna shoot back into the paladins.
No.
See if we can't, I don't know, wipe them. I'm gonna hit you on 4s.
I wish I had
This is the
transhuman.
first volley.
Why didn't I conserve my command points?
Yeah, that would help. Well,
Why did I pilot them? No. No.
and then the reroll gets me some more hits. Very nice on the first volley. These are all gonna wound you on 3s still.
Yes.
Bam!
I'll just pool up the wounds.
So that's not even that many. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Well, much like that guy there, I suppose.
Second volley, 4s. Oof.
That's what calls for.
Sure be nice if they hit more often. Whatever, there you go. That's totally half.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for sure.
It's still, I mean,
That
it
helps.
helps.
Yeah, it's okay.
Takes the burn away, the sting, if you will. And then wounding you on 3s.
Oof.
Okay, so that's pretty good. So that is going to be another 3, 6, 9.
Brings me to a 4-up save because I'm in Terminator armor, so that's going to kill 1 paladin, 2 paladins. I have 1 paladin with 2 wounds left. Well, and then 1 takes 1. I mean.
Yeah. Leaving them just like so. Over here now to everybody's favorite Calexis.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and I'll throw the grenade at these guys, and we'll put the Animus into the Dread Knight.
Right. For anyone watching, the Calexis Assassin has a special rule that allows him to throw the grenade and shoot his main weapon as long as he's targeting Psychers.
Yes. Looking for the grenades. Grenade D3, but I should be getting at least 3 shots because there are 6 of you.
Yep.
So I'm hitting on 2s. I'm really looking for 6s here to do mortal wounds. Nope. And then this is strength 2.
6 to wound.
No.
Oh, yikes.
Good job. And then D6 shots into the Dread Knight.
Dread Knight, yep. Oh, nice.
6. Woo. These are looking for 2s. Okay, so I'm going to hit 4 times. And then looking for 5s.
Now, this
Nice.
thing's got high AP.
Yeah, it's like AP minus 5 or
I
something
think.
like that.
So I go to my 5-up invuln, and I take, I think, just 1 each.
They're just 1 each. Yeah, it's a stratagem if I want them to do more damage.
I'm down to 6.
I forgot with my engine seer, he's going to fire
Ooh.
last pistol at those that strike squad.
Nice. Bring it on. Nice. Call.
Call?
Maybe? Yeah.
Cole says, no,
no.
you still are terrible.
Yikes.
Awful. Brings us over to charges. We're going to have the Ruststalkers here declare charge against the Paladins.
No Overwatch.
Okay. Just going the distance, which is going to be 8 inches, isn't enough. Completing their charge just like that. Over here, these Ruststalkers into the strike squad.
No Overwatch.
Okay. Distance. Remember, it's -2, but I think that's
Ooh.
probably going to be enough.
It's a 9.
Hello there.
Hello.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the Calexis now. I probably want to charge them too. It seems like the big brain play. Yeah, let's go for it. Calexis!
Welcome.
Yeah. Boop. Alright, Mr. Luka does not have command points to interrupt, so I'm just going to go ahead and start swinging everywhere, and the Paladin seems like a prudent one to deal with, so let's deal with them.
They will persevere.
Are you going to pop a stratagem on them or something?
The one I would pop costs 2, so.
Okay, so no. Starting off with the 5 cord claws, I'm going to hit you on 3s with these. Okay, not too bad. I think it's wound rolls at 6 that I'm caring about. And then I'm looking for 4s to wound, but it's the 6s that I care about. Nothing. So this is only going to be AP nothing.
AP nothing?
AP nothing.
Well, this is definitely not a Terminator killer. Unless I roll once. Hey, Paladins.
It's fine. Completely and totally fine.
Okay.
Now, if I'd rolled 6s to wound, it would have been D3 mortals.
That's what I thought, yeah. Is it in addition or instead of?
I think it's instead of.
Ah.
The boss man with his blades, hitting on 3s. Okay. And then these are going to wound you on 3s, but I'm looking for 6s. Okay, 2 wounding hits. No AP again.
Okay. Oh, this is the taser, right? Yeah.
No, it's not the taser. It's just the...
Oh.
They're just not very good. You're thinking of infiltrators, not Ruststalkers.
Wait, infiltrators have the taser codes?
Infiltrators have the taser codes, yeah.
What is this weapon?
These are transonic blades and transonic razors.
Oh, it does mortal wounds on...
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
All right, here comes all the razors, hitting you on 3s. Okay, not much problem hitting. Now I'm going to wound on 4s.
But you want 6s? Hey!
Yes, okay, so there's 1 mortal wound.
And 2 saves?
1 save.
Oh.
It's an addition.
Wait, so that's 2 saves then?
Oh, sorry, it's not an addition. It's instead of.
It's
Yeah.
not an
I
addition.
said it incorrect. I'm checking now. Yeah, it's instead of.
Okay, so 1, 2 up. So
It's fine. So you take 1 mortal wound.
Yikes. Okay, so the Terminators...
Fear them.
Terminators are holding strong.
Well, let's try the same thing over here. I can't roll much worse.
Right?
See, I was contemplating sending Colin over there, but I'm like, no, those guys will mop them up. Don't worry, I'll get a couple mortal wounds and be happy about it.
Very nice.
Cord claws hitting on 3s. Okay, so they hit, and now I'm wounding you on 4s.
What is going on? Everyone, I'm gonna say it. Ruststalkers suck.
They're not. They're not the best. We're gonna do the transonic blades on the boss man. Okay, he got a hit.
Why does this one have to roll separately? Is that...
Because he's +1 strength.
Oh my goodness, okay.
He wounded you. Oh, take a 3-up save. Okay.
Okay.
That's. You're supposed to let me do something cool. And then the razors. Give them the razors. Oh.
Hey,
well, they all
nice.
hit. And then wounding you on 4s. Oh, take a mortal wound
That
and instead of damage.
That
and
is
then 3
certainly-
saves.
That is certainly 1 dead guy. 3 3-ups? Make that 2 dead guys. We're just gonna pull, I suppose, you and you. That'll leave me with 4 remaining Marines.
Well, let's have the assassin give you a slap then.
This guy's gonna be good at it. He's got life drain.
He does. So 2s to hit.
And life drain
4s
says...
to kill.
Essentially, yeah. Life drain says no saves allowed. No armor saves
No
allowed.
armor saves allowed.
So life drain and life drain. Boop. Would you like to consolidate to bring him back into combat, or you just want to leave him right there?
I think I'm fine leaving him right there. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and fight with the Calidus then, because it's my elect now after the charges on 2s. We missed the vehicle once, and 5s. 1 wound at AP 3, so 6 up. I do 2 damage.
Down to 6. I think I am bracketed, sir.
Got him!
You 5 attacks? I think I'm only 4.
Yeah, but, so I'm gonna go with the strike squad next. They're
Strike squad? Yep.
They are, you touch my, obviously touching my base here, so I can't pile in, and this guy piles in, he just has to go, I'm not gonna bother. So we're gonna have the, the sergeant, I remembered his name earlier.
The Judicar.
Justicar.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's right. 3 attacks for shock assault, hitting on 4s, because, you know, thunder hammies, well, demon hammer in this case. 2s to wound. Dos wounds. Yeah, bionics though.
6 up saves. Ready? Beards.
Oh, that crushes them
dead.
completely.
Bloop bloop.
And then
Your sword?
2 attacks with the sword, hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s.
Yes.
Or are they T4? They're not.
No.
1 wounding hit at
What are you, a madman?
bionics.
No.
And this is a force weapon, so it's going to do 3 damage.
Oh, I didn't pull these guys smart. Whatever. Bleh.
Oh, I see. Yes. You could have kept
I got this
him there.
figured out.
There we go, because these guys are still base.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well,
Paladin's up next.
good
Okay.
night, sweet princess.
The Paragon hits on 3s because he hits on 2s normally. 1's a miss, and 2s to crush. But we have bionics.
Oh boy, do we ever. Ready for all the bionics?
Hey, that
Oh!
saves 1. 2 die. And then I have 1 guy left? Yeah.
Yeah.
Force Halberd on 3s, and 3s because he's strength 5. Okay, those are only AP 2, so you have 6 up.
Yeah, it's still 6 up. I think these guys are base like 4.
So that's 3, 1 at a time. Are they 2 wounds each?
They're 2 wounds each, yeah.
So the first, oh,
I think
how many are left? 3?
there's 3 left.
Oh, because I could free them up and then charge Call with these guys.
You could.
What's the leadership on them off the top of your head, do you know?
I think it's 8.
No, I think I need my command pool. Oh, but I'm gonna get 2 on my next turn. Yikes, man. I'm not gonna bother rerolling because
Not gonna bother rerolling?
I'm not gonna bother. So
The next one kills.
kills 1, and then there's going to be exact. That's why I didn't reroll. Okay, good.
So that kills 1, leaves 1 with 1 wound.
Exactly. Turns out Space Marines are good in combat. Okay.
Totally worth doing a wound.
Yeah. Right.
I think I get to swing over here with D3 attacks.
You better believe you do.
Come on, boyo. 1
Nice.
attack.
6.
No,
Not quite.
get you eventually.
And I believe that is all she wrote.
Yeah, I think it's just on to morale.
Yes, well, I definitely. Well, we both have some. I think you have to do your 1 first, though.
I think I got 2 that I owe you. So over here I lost 3.
Yes. So on a 6, they're okay. And then I owe you 1. I think we're supposed to alternate. I can't quite remember.
Sure.
They lost 8. 6. They shall know no fear. 5. Still bad. He's gonna boogie, and then on 1 or 2, he runs. Oh, he's out of here. Good job.
Okay. Over here I lost 3. They're fine.
They're okay. Paladins lost 3. I'm gonna roll it. I don't think they can. I'm just gonna roll his because
Okay.
on a 1, they shall know no fear. He's out of here. 2. And I'm gonna
Paladins, yeah, just in case.
I'm gonna be lazy and roll for them. No, they're not gonna fail on a 4.
Wah, wah. So, end of the turn. I did some good damage. I didn't kill like a ton of units, but I killed a bunch of models.
Right. So I'm still gonna grind them down because I killed the 5 last turn. I believe you killed 2 of my units, the 2 strike squads.
Yep. And definitely not going to get the engage on all fronts for me.
Right, because I got you trapped in your deployment zone now.
But
Ish.
I guess I killed some more Psyker units.
That's true. You did. That's true. Let's figure out what the total score is so far.
So the score, if you're counting the points that we know we're going to get by the end of the game.
Right.
The score is 22 for Luka, 17 for Josh.
Right.
So, I mean, not terrible, but it's the board control. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that away from you.
Right. I am losing units rapidly here, but I am keeping Josh in his deployment zone as long as I can while I get punished, and obviously trying to do as much damage to him as I can. All that good stuff. You know how it is.
So it's going to bring us over to turn 3, Grey Knights.
So in my command phase, I am going to gain a command point. I'm going to go up to 2, so I can work with that. We are also going to gain 15 points because we have 1, 2, 3 objectives. We technically have 4. And
Yeah, you've got all the objectives. Not all.
Not all. Cole's got 1.
Yeah, Cole's holding on to 1. There's something over here.
Yes, so we're going to get 15 points for that at the end of my command phase, and we're going to go right on to movement. We're going to have this Dread Knight and Drago get into action, but I think this Dread Knight is bracketed. So we're going to move the Assassin first. She has the capability of falling back, shooting, and charging. So she's very nimble. She's acrobatic, nimble. She gets around. I'm just debating if I acrobatic her again or not. I probably won't. I'm not going to bother. So I could declare later on, I suppose, but she's essentially going to just run on over here. So the Dread Knight here is -2 to his move. He's bracketed, so he moves 7. He's going to go 5 inches to there. Drago only moves 3 right now. We're going to go ahead and advance him. An extra 4. So he's going to go 7. And we're going to just skirt that. He's going to go right there.
Nice. I forgot my canticles.
Canticles.
This is so exciting.
He's going to do the same thing again.
Wait.
4 and 2.
No. Do I care about the cover, though?
I don't. I have some shooting, not a lot. I got 10 guys in there, and I can do that same thing again.
You know what? I will change this to being Shroud Psalm because I mean, +1 strength. Who cares? And I already have most of the stuff in a better reroll bubble than reroll ones for shooting. So yeah, I'm fine with this.
We're going to go ahead and move. This Rhino is going to act as a means for engage on all fronts. He's going to go backwards. About here. He's going to stay 6 inches away from the center of the battlefield so he can actually qualify for engage on all fronts. Yeah, he can just go to right about there. That Rhino over there is going to go ahead and advance. I could disembark and go and try and charge call, but it's an 11-inch charge, so I'm not going to bother. It's going to go 16, though. I obviously do not care to fire at Stormbolter.
No. And again, just trying to keep me in my deployment zone so I can't rack up that sweet 15 points.
Yeah, trying to limit you on that like as much as I can.
Because the big thing is, keep in mind, I can't walk past my robots. Yes. I can't get them out of the way. They're there.
Yeah, that is their permanent home. We'll go ahead and move this Rhino there, just to get rapid firing on the Rust Stalkers, if I need to. And that's all she wrote for movement. I'm going to go ahead onto the Psychic phase. Unfortunately for him, the Collectus Assassin is the closer target for his smite, so that's not going to work off so well. But I could spend a command point to inner fire those guys. So you know what? That's kind of fun. That's the reason I took it. I'm going to spend one of my 2 command points on, Powerful Adept. That's what it's called. One of my Psychers gets to increase the range of his Psychic powers by 6. And it's going to make inner fire 7-inch range. So he's going to target them with inner fire.
Cool.
I believe this goes off on a 5. So I need to show yikes.
Because it's plus, you get what, +1, -2?
Yeah, so +1, -2, so that's a fail. That dang Collectus is getting me. Even so, that'd be a poor inner fire roll anyways. Man, I was kind of really hoping to... Yikes.
You want to command point it?
Do I double down into this just to kill some Rust Stalkers?
Don't you fear them?
No, I was just I was honestly just doing it for the cool factor. I'm not too concerned about it, I guess. There's no point in doing his other powers because Smite's gonna hit him, and we're gonna have Warp Shaping just be done by that guy over there because his is more guaranteed. The Dread Knight here is not gonna Vortex of Doom. We're gonna have it just Smite. We still have we don't have the better Smite up right now, do we? No, we still have the Psi Ammo one, and the Psi Ammo one's not going to do us anything, so we're actually not going to cast this power. We are going to Warp Shape with the Librarian way over here to change it to the Tide of Better Smiting, which I believe is Convergence, and he gets it. So now our Smites do +1 damage. Now the Dread Knight's going to go ahead and Smite. I was debating on going with the cover one, which honestly makes more sense, but the Castellan robots ignore cover, and everything else has such high AP that it ignores cover. You know what? I'll apologize. I'm gonna make it cover. I'm gonna go Tide of Shadows instead, so my smites will only do 1 damage. So he's gonna go ahead and smite. Hurrah! So we smite 1 more wound. Bring him down to 5.
You fiend.
You fiend. You monster. Paladins are gonna go ahead and attempt to cast Sanctuary on themselves. I believe they're within 18. We'll check after I roll. It doesn't matter. I will get that. Off. I will get that no matter what. So they're 4 up in Vuln. And honestly, that's it. Everything else is dead or in a Rhino. So we're going to start with this Rhino, firing its Stormbolter into those Rust Stalkers right there.
Oof.
It's going to be 4 shots because of rapid fire, hitting on 3s, rerolling those because Drago's right there, and wounding on the T4 or 3?
They're T3.
I keep asking. 3s to wound, 2 wounds, no AP.
Okay, so I go to a 3-up save. Space Marines.
Shroud's on. Nice. The heavy side cannon is going to take some shots into the destroyers, or attempt to take out the destroyers. We hit on
Not bad.
4s because we're bracketed, but we get to re-roll because of Drago nearby. Didn't quite help. And these wound on 3s. So 3 wounding hits that bring you back to your 4-up save.
Okay, yeah, because AP -1.
AP 1. I kill 1.
He does die. Do I want to command? How many command points do I got?
You're going to have 1.
Not worth. So we're gonna kill you.
Rhino, the one left, will fire into the Rangers, I suppose. He's got 2 shots and 1 hit. They're not rapid firing, by the way, obviously, so we fail that wound as well. And that is it for shooting. It's... Oh no, that's why we got Neural Shredder. We should probably resolve that. Neural Shredder into Destroyer. We're going to be hitting on 2. And Leadership 8 on a Destroyer.
I think they're 7.
7? All right. Well, we roll...
Doesn't matter.
We roll high enough to take him out. Well, not take him out. Now we do D3 mortal wounds. 3, we got him.
Oof, nothing I can do about that. He is just dead.
Dread Knight charging the Disintegrator.
Okay, do it up, friendo.
No, it's going to be -2 to my charge because of that thing there. So we're going to roll a 5.
No, I think you're in.
I think a 5 is... Yeah, 5 is good. Easy peasy. He ends up somewhere about there. Well, that's probably we'll go with there just to be more confident with that one. Now we're going to go ahead and charge the Calidus Assassin into the Ruststalkers.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, because I assume you're going to Overwatch with the robots. Would you like to Overwatch?
Yeah, there's nothing I could have done about that. Oh, they don't have shoots. There's no guns.
That's right, no shoots. We are going to roll a 7. We go right there.
Why don't you go farther?
I think that's adequate. Yeah, that's it for charges. We're going to go first with the Calidus Assassin. Hey. There we go. 2s to hit with her Phase Blade. We have a miss. And then these are 3s to wound. Actually, no save at all. 2 damage. Oh, only 2 damage.
They will stand stoically and accept that. What's the...
No, I was in the Ruststalkers.
Oh, sorry, it's in the Ruststalkers.
I had to attack the
Oh,
Ruststalkers.
because you didn't declare them.
Yes.
That makes more sense. It was 2 damage, right?
Yep. Bloop. And then...
Yeah, I gotta take the boss man.
Bye-bye, boss man. These things are awful in combat. He's got 4 attacks because of Shock Assault on the charge, hitting on 4s. Actually, let me double check that. I can't remember what gets bracketed on him. Never mind, he always hits on 3s in close combat. His attacks, movement, and ballistic skill go down. Reroll for Drago. It helps. 3s to wound because it's rank 10 with the sword. Yeah, we'll keep the 2. It's -3.
-3, how much damage?
D6.
Okay. Whoa, okay.
So D6, 2d6 damage, and he's alive.
With 2 left, okay.
You're right.
I would have rather died.
I suppose he's going to go ahead and consolidate to about there. And you get to do your pick now.
Time for some fast-handed Ruststalkers. You ready for 2 Cord Claws?
You better believe I am.
Cord Claws! Die hit with 1. 6 to wound. Show me a 6. It wasn't 6 to wound, it was 4, but I needed to roll it, so I thought...
You wanted specifically... I understand. You're great.
Okay, let's do the blades. Hitting on 3s. Okay, okay. These wound you on 3s. Okay, I needed a 6 there to do anything
2 up. We keep
meaningful.
Keep our paladin.
Okay, let's do the razor. I hit once.
Huh. Oh,
It wounds.
2. We're okay. I will retaliate. Only 3 attacks with the Demon Hammer now because no Shock Assault. 3s to hit, 2s to wound.
Huh.
Huh. If only you were a demon. So we have 3 attacks with the Halberd, hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. And you're going to have Bionics.
Okay, 2 6-up saves. Whoa! No, I fail them both.
Kills the 1.
Yep, he's dead.
And then D3 on the last guy. He takes 2. I think he's only
Yeah,
got 2.
he's dead.
Hey, I killed him! And then we'll consolidate, I suppose. Just end right there. Got the Tide of Shadows active. We got Sanctuary. We're feeling kind of safe.
Let's do the exciting bit.
Hey!
1 attack. 6 to hit. Nope, my toaster did not hit. Let's go Cord Claw into your assassin.
I can't help but laugh at how bad they are. Like, okay, it's kind of like compared to, like, at least okay, so the worst thing I brought was the Dread Knight, but he's at least doing some stuff.
It's true. There's no point command pointing that. Oh, jeez. I need you to die. Do I? No.
Oh, and by the way, people, I do know I can make it so he rerolls hits and wounds of 1, but it's just still not worth it to do on him.
No.
And he gets an extra attack, too. Still not worth.
Oh, yeah. What do I need to roll? I need to roll a 6 after.
Are you thinking about command pointing this? Is that the hit roll with the Cord Claw?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
I'll have you know, Reign of Confusion is no longer active.
I know, and I got, what, 2 command points right now?
You have 1, because you used 1 last turn. No, you still have the 1, because you...
Okay, still got 1. You killed him. I'm just trying to think of... Yeah, I'm command pointing it.
It's a hit.
No!
Wound. Lightning reflexes. I fail. I think it's D3 damage.
D3 damage.
Ooh,
2.
Is that 2? Yeah, I got 1.
2 damage.
You got the little stabby thing.
Yep, which gets 2 attacks with the little stabby thing.
1 hit.
Come on, why are you like this?
Oh,
mortal wound! He does mortal wound!
You've got her. She goes down. Huge save.
It's a big brain maneuver I just did there.
I should have. I probably should have re-rolled the save on her, but yeah, I was hopeful.
I will opt to
Not
consolidate.
Okay.
So is that it? Is that all?
I believe
everything?
Yeah, I believe so. That is my turn. It is my turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a roll on him. I don't know if he's gonna take morale or not, but he'd pass with the 2, so we're fine.
And I don't think I have any to do. I pretty much only have single models on the table right now, except for the paladins, which they're okay. I am gonna score 3 points for engage on all fronts, and I think I killed a unit of destroyers.
Yeah, you killed the unit destroyer.
No, I killed the rust stalkers as well.
Yep.
So I killed 2 units so far.
I did get the 3 points for assassinate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
for killing your assassin.
Yeah. Ironic. I like it.
And I believe that is the end of your turn.
That's all I've got. That is all I have got. So we're going to go on the bottom of turn 3 for the Admech.
Sir, the turn here. I'm going to get my 5 points. I still hold that objective. Yeah!
For now.
And then, I get a command point. Brings me to what, 1?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Awesome-o. And that's it for that phase. What's the score right now, Luka?
Okay, well, if you must know, as of right now,
The people want to know, sir.
I'm going to assume you're not going to get engaged on all fronts. Oh, you might. You could with the flyers. Are you going to go for the flyers?
I'm probably going to go for the flyers.
Okay, so that's gonna be
but
2
again,
points.
that's good. That's in the movement phase. At the beginning of my turn, what's the score?
Oh, at the beginning of your turn. Okay, so you have 5, 10, 13 from actual scored objectives, and then 13 plus 8 is 21, plus 6 is 27, plus 3 is 30. That's not bad.
So I got 30. What do you got?
36, 9, 10, 30, 41.
41? Okay, so it's not that we're not that far off as I try to get a bunch of points here. Or my movement phase where I need to start to try to play the game is the best way to put this. So he is going to go...
Ooh, making my Dread Knight shootable or targetable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because he needs to die. I will go ahead and roll in advance on that 1 Rust Stalker. It's 8 plus another 3 for an 11-inch move. We'll end him up right there. Squad of Rangers. The brave Rangers. You're going to advance as well.
And they're coming down?
Yep.
Welcome to the
Go!
game. Welcome to the game, boys.
The time of the Omnissiah is now. Okay, Cole, I don't know. You can kill these guys.
He can try.
He's gonna do his best. Actually, yeah, let's just make this a surefire thing. Over here, the assassin will tempt fate.
Ooh, this is a cool fight. Assassin coming for Lord Caldor. Here you go.
Flyers are gonna do their wonky movement. Now keep in mind what they do is they get a pivot, and then they move any distance and they get another pivot. So that's how come they're kind of able to just
They can do
turn
180s. They can do from 90 to 180, and they can do at any point and move. They're incredibly mobile.
First one will pick up and pivot and pivot. So basically he picks up, he pivots, he moves forward a little bit, pivots again, and then flies over the paladins dropping bombs.
Yeah, he essentially do a 180 on the spot. So he's going to drop some bombs on my pallies.
All right. Pally's 4 up.
Oh, yes!
That's
Less.
unfortunate. And the other one picked up. Pivot, and is going to try to bomb that librarian.
Bring it on!
No! Shame.
Nice.
It makes up for that one really good bombing run I had.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, we got to bomb that one. Oh, no, he failed. That's right.
Yeah,
Already
he did
that.
fail. Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, no problem.
This guy's going to run.
The Ranger or the engines
Ranger.
here? Yeah.
I think that's all my movements, man.
Yeah, neither of us have a lot left.
Okay, so does Keldor have character protection where he is or no?
No, he does not.
Okay.
He's got 3 up invul and 7 wounds.
3 up invul and 7 wounds.
Yep.
That sounds like 2 robots shooting at him.
Oh, maybe.
You know what? Let's start with the assassin. The assassin's going to go ahead.
Everything into him?
Everything into him. I'm not going to pop the strat for the D3 damage because his 3 up invul is not going to be worth. So the speculum, going to be 5 shots. Maybe this was going to be worth.
No.
I got to hit you on 2s. And then I wound you on 3s.
Yep. 3. These are going to be storm shield saves. We're okay.
He's fine. Grenade D3.
1.
Okay. Show me a 6 to hit. Come on. No, he hits. And then I wound on a 6. No.
No. All right. What a weird model. Everything about him is
grenade.
off.
It's just bizarre.
He's got crazy weird rules.
So let's go over to. I'm gonna have Call go now, and actually he's gonna put shots into the Rhino.
Oh, the Rhino.
Yeah.
Ooh, trying to open
I'll
it
fight
up.
you in combat. 3 shots. These are gonna hit you on 2s. They all hit. They're gonna wound you on 3s still.
Strength 8 or more. Whoa, yikes! You know, that looks like my 111 on my Thunderhammer earlier. It looks familiar.
That does look very familiar. Let's have the robots go.
boy.
We'll put 2 into Mr. Diego there, and then we'll do 1 into your Dread Knight.
Ooh, who's first?
The Dread Knight. Into Mr. Dread Knight. Hitting on 4s with a reroll from Call. Good thing, because I have got a grand total of 6 hits so far. That's perfectly average. And the reroll says, give me all the more hits. Not terrible. I think it brings me to like an average roll. Or, well, yeah, I guess slightly better. These are going to wound you on 3s, though.
We still have that same Canticle up. Stupid Mars.
And 2 fails, so we get a grand total of that is 4, 8 wounding hits. You get a 4 up.
4 up armor. Yeah, you kill him. Yikes, that's really bad for me. He does not. They have no blow up rule.
First volley into Keldor.
Here we go. Okay, like standard, pretty weird roll at first.
Pull out all these big bad fails. That seems to be about half.
That's actually kind of half. Yeah, looks worse. Yeah.
Okay, so there should be like 13 hits there. Still only strength 7, gonna wound you on 3s.
Oh, that's super good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You get an invuln save though, so that is 6, 10.
10, so that's 8 so far. 10 here. Do you want me to roll or do you want to do the second volley? I guess he
I don't
might.
care, it's up to you.
I guess he could die here. Yikes, he has got 2 wounds left.
Oh, jeez.
That's a bad roll. That makes up for all my good rolls earlier.
Second volley says shots. I feel like this one was better than average already before the Call rerolls. And okay, pretty solid. This should be enough to do 2 damage to you, but you never know, it's dice. Show me 3s to wound. Still quite a few. So let's count them out for Luka. We got 4, it looks like 9 to me.
I got 2 wounds left.
Yep.
Oh, got him, even if I reroll. He is deadzo. Oh, Castellan robots, how I love thee.
Luka's being a good sport about this. This is understandably frustrating for him. I think both these guys are just going to shoot at that librarian.
Might as well.
First Skybird. Shoot at the librarian. Yeah, Luka took a second to figure out what I was talking about there. 3s to hit.
Oi.
Okay.
Okay.
Luckily 6s do 2 mortal wounds. They don't. I am going to wound you on 3s though.
Huh.
So we got 4 wounding hits.
No AP, so
2 ups.
1 damage.
All we're getting there. It's happening.
He's got 4 left.
Okay, let's do the other guy. That totally can see you way better, so it makes no difference. Okay, he still missed a bunch. As he flies back and forth across the board. And then show me 3's to wound you again.
Oh, that was all 7?
Whew. I am bound to do a wound to you here, sir.
2? You think so?
Nope. Nope, I got greedy. Shouldn't have said it. Charge time! We're gonna have the Restalker declare the Rhino.
He advanced. Can he advance and charge?
Oh, I did advance. I did mess that up. Oh, I'm dumb. No point in charging the assassin in then.
You want to beat up my Rhino? You life drain. I get no save
I
against
know
his
you get no
attacks.
save against it. I suspect the Rhino's going to keep my assassin tied up all game coming up. Yeah.
You suspect probably correct.
Oh well. So Luka tried to point out the fact that I didn't need to advance him to try to make that charge.
And I offered for him to take him back too if he wants to.
But no. No take backsies. Let's go over there. Call is going to charge both the Paladins and the Rhino.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to Overwatch.
Okay.
Bring
Whoa.
it on.
Okay, he makes a 10-inch charge.
Nice.
That he totally needed. Oh, I'm a monster. I'm going to send the Priest in as well.
Nice.
The Engineer.
Just the Paladins, I assume?
Yeah, but he didn't make it.
No.
He wasn't going to help. Yeah, that's the only fight, so I guess I should probably look up Call stats.
Yep, it's time.
We're going to start off with the Mechanic Hive swinging into the Paladins. Yep, that makes sense. 2d6 attacks.
The Mechadendrite Hive?
Yes, so he's going to be 6 attacks.
Where's the axe going? Paladins as well?
They're going to the Paladins as well.
Gotcha.
These are going to hit you on 2s. Nice. And because of strength 5, I am going to be wounding you on 3s. And we got 5 wounding hits. There is no AP on this, good sir.
Oh, the Mechadendrites.
Yep.
That's right. Well, that's 1 dead, and then the Paragon's got 2 wounds left.
We've got the Omniscient Axe now on 2s. Okay, that was a bad roll, but we got that out of the way. I'm strength 6, I'm going to wound you on 3s.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, jeez. Do I got a command point?
You have 1.
I have 1, eh? I really don't want you to Thunderhammer me to death.
I don't know if I can based on where I am. I can't tell my other side of the rock. But no, I'm out, because my Paragon's dead, I can't retaliate. But
Okay.
I mean, I can charge next turn.
Well, let's see if he lives. You got your invuln save to make.
Oh, how much damage is this?
It's 2 damage.
Yeah, I'll command point this.
Your command point to go to a 4-up.
Oh, he's alive.
Very nice.
I have no command points left.
And I'm not going to consolidate. I'll just hang it right there.
I'll attack with that Rhino.
Okay. You get your, what, 4 attacks?
4 attacks as shock assault. Yeah, we miss.
Very good. So I think that's the end of the turn.
And you stop my grind them down as well, because you killed at least 2 things.
Yep. And so let's figure out how many points they were worth. End of the turn, canting up the stuff I'm going to score at the end of the game. And keep in mind that secondaries cap out at 15 points.
Right.
Because I've maxed out on my Abhor the Witch.
Yeah, you which we suspected you would do. Easy enough there.
Yeah.
Assassinate, you're at 9 out of 15. You can only get 12 on it, and you have to kill this guy to do it.
Right.
So he's got to be safe.
And then... So yeah, the score is what, 39 for me, 41 for you?
I think it's something close to that.
And that's at the end of my turn, but we're going to go on to turn... Was it turn 4?
Top of 4.
For Grey Knights. Alrighty, Luka.
So movement time, I have to...
Command phase.
Yeah, I get a command point. I'm up to 1, and I'll get 15 points because because of the mission rules, I still have that objective, this objective, and this objective.
Right, because I done goofed on that one, but that's okay. I should be able to fix this next turn.
Maybe. I'll have to... As long as I kill that guy, I'll be okay.
Yeah. Canticles! Oh!
Double Shroud Psalm.
Oh!
Oh, wait, does that mean you can't get the strength up anymore on your weapons?
Yeah, that's the 2 result.
Yeah. Oh my.
I will change one of these to the Chant of the Remorseless Fist, so I reroll hit rolls of 1 in combat.
Okay. So we're gonna have the Rhino and Librarian stay still on the other side of the table. We're gonna have this one move up a wee bit to fix my previous error. If I can. I don't know if you're just outside of an inch or not. So it should be good there. It should be good there. Trying to deny this point as much as I can.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and disembark from that Rhino over there. So So we disembark from the Rhino, and then we disengage the Rhino from call to make room, and then the Paladin is going to move to about right there, because that's the extent of his move. And then these guys are honestly just going to, because I want to put their Stormbolter shots over in that direction, so I think they're going to just stay still as well. I am going to move this Rhino, and we're going to hope to kill these Rangers off. This is a gamble to try and deny Josh some points. I'm going to give up engage on all fronts. Stand up straight. There we go. To get a model on this objective, so if I shoot them off, I take it back. Because if I shoot them off of it, then it's still his, because I don't have any models to take it back because of the special rules of this scenario. And how? You know what? I'm going to do one correction over here on this Rhino as well as I walk around the table.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to have him, he was like that. So we're going to have him move. We're going to use the full 12-inch move on him. The 3 to get over there, and we're going to back it up we're just going to back it up to around here.
Okay.
That is going to bring it to the Psyche phase. Librarian's going to start with we're going to change the tide to the +1 more damage on smites. And we get it. And then he's going to smite. Hua! We get it because he's got a +1 to his smite.
Nice.
So just 2 more wounds to this guy here. We do really want Call Dead, so we're going to smite with the Paladin, and I'm almost certain that the Grey Knights and Thousand Suns lost their ability to ignore the added modifier to every time you cast Smite. So technically I shouldn't have cast this Smite first over here. So this is a 6-up. I'm almost certain, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't forget chapter approved 20. The last one that came out is moot. I don't think it doesn't apply to in a 9th edition. So we get it with a 6.
Yep.
So that's 2 more wounds on call.
He's down to 6.
And then we're just going to have the Strike Squad do the same thing.
Okay.
And Smite, we got it. 2 more mortal wounds.
He's down to 2.
Shooting Librarian up at plane. Forced hit because he's going real fast.
So you get 2 hits out of that.
Not so bad, and 5s to wound. Not a single wound. Rhino into them. 3s to hit. We have 2 misses and 3s. No AP, so you have your 3-up Shroud Psalm.
Live. Yeah, they're fine.
Live. Rhino into the Ruststalker. 4 shots on 3s. Ooh, that's a good start. 3s to wound. 3 wounding hits.
Oof.
Oh, we got him. That's big.
No, he's got 3-up save right now because of Shroud Psalm.
Oh, Shroud Psalm. Ugh. Gross. I'm spending a command point over here because I kind of messed up on the Strike Squad. I could have moved the Stormbolters over to tail over in this direction to rapid fire into them and then charge in to call, but I'm going to spend a command point on steady advance because I forgot. So they get to rapid fire. They counter standing still for the purposes of bolter discipline. But we're going to start with the side cannons first because why not?
Into them as well.
Into them as well. So these hit on 4s because we moved. It's a heavy weapon. Average hits and 2s to wound because it's strength 7. So 3 wounding hits.
3 wounding hits, 3-up saves. So I failed 2.
I killed 2. Rest of the Stormbolters, they must die. No rerolling though.
Still many much shots and many much hits.
Yeah, Bolter Discipline with Stormbolters, super balanced, obviously. And these are going to be 3s to wound, but you're going to have your 3-up save because there's no AP.
Oh, geez, it's still a good one.
Was a wound.
How many we got?
5, 10, 15, 18.
All right there, boyos.
It's very important that they die. I got them.
Yeah, you got him. I mean, it wasn't a terrible roll, but yeah, they definitely are dead.
This is my middle. Paladin is going to go ahead and shoot at the engines here because I don't think we need to shoot at Call, plus Call's got like a 2-up save. 3s to hit. Or maybe, I think he only hits on 2s with fighting. We have 3 wounding hits on the engines here. I assume he's...
So that's 2 wounding hits because he has toughness 4. 2-up saves, he's fine.
Thick boy. Charge Chime, Rhino, both targets.
I've made a terrible mistake.
Bam. Paladin into Call. You do have a command point.
No.
All right. 10. So we're just going to go ahead. And I think I can fit through. No, I can't activate. Oh, that really sucks. I have to stop there. I was kind of hoping there'd be more room, but there's not. All right, so now they're going to go into Call next. The Strike Squad, and they go also 10. Yikes. Well, that kind of screws up my plans a little bit, but I think I might be okay. Man, that is how they end up. They're all fighting except for the Strike Squad with the side cannon in the back because we don't really care about him too much. Now, Josh can't interrupt, so I'm going to go with the Paragon first. And there's no real piling in.
Yeah. Swing into Call.
3s to hit. Ooh. And I assume Call's like toughness 6 or 7.
He's like 6, I think.
2 wounding hits.
Okay, that's 2 5-up saves. Come on there, big fella. No, he failed both.
He's crazy dead.
He's pretty dead.
Yeah, very anticlimactic there. So he gets to consolidate there. Then I'm just going to choose a strike squad to fight. They get to pile in and consolidate still. So 3, not dragging anything into combat, but getting troops on the objective. They're all spilling in like so, but they're going to die next turn because, you know, robots. But we're all about denying points.
I mean, that's completely and totally fair right now.
Yeah. I guess I'll fight with this rhino.
Okay, who's you swinging against?
Ruststock.
Oh, no, you hit me on 6s anyways.
Hit him. And 3 to wound. Maybe even 2 to wound. Well, definitely that to wound. Is the rhino a hero?
It's 50-50 chance.
Not quite the hero. I think that's all I've got.
Is that it?
That's all she
You
wrote.
fool. Okay, let's swing with a cord claw into the rhino.
Right, and the intent was to touch base with both of them. It's hard to do with the vehicle,
fine.
though. Wait, actually, I'll go a little further forward. There
There
we
you
go.
go. Okay, cord claw. Hits. Wounds on 5.
Hey!
Oh, D3 mortal wounds.
1. I got 9 left, I
I'm
suppose.
10% of the way there. And then we've got the razor. They hit. Oh. Okay, didn't wound you.
Are you... Oh, 5's right.
Yep. Psyker's gonna make weird psyker noises as he, I don't know,
I gotta imagine, like, bug chittering.
pokes the rhino. He hit twice. Okay. 5's to wound. Oh.
No save.
No save.
That's life training, baby.
20% of the way there.
There you go.
He reached through the vision slit there and just touched the...
Whew. Oh, it's eerie. That is it. There's no morale. Just scoring. Did I kill anything? I killed Call. Oh, and I killed the Rangers. So I killed the 2 things.
Oh, yes. Very good. Into my command phase, I get 0 points.
I denied them all.
Luka's taken all of the objectives away from me, like some kind of a bully.
I try my best.
And I get a command point, though, so I'm up to...
I believe you have 2.
2. That's twice as many as I had before. So let's go over to the movement phase. This flyer is basically going to turn around and bomb these guys.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, hey, bombs.
Here we go.
The bomb in the bomb phase, I kill 6 of them.
Oh, it's above average. How dare you?
I want to be even more above average, though. This one's going to pick up, and I'm basically going to be flying over the rhino in the middle there, trying to bomb him. Ending him up like so. Do the bombs bomb? Oh, the bombs totally bomb.
2 bombs.
2 mortal wounds to you, sir. Over here, I think I'm going to be falling out of combat with both.
Boom.
Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and we're going to run this little fella right here. Go get him. That goes an extra 1.
Oof.
You're awful. You, sir, are awful. Let's go over here. Oh, I'm going to take this back in a minute, hopefully.
I don't think you'll have a hard time.
Gonna go back for a second here. I thought this was at the start of the phase, and it's not at the start of the phase, it's the start of your turn. I'm gonna go Machine Spirit Resurgent on him.
Back up to fight at full strength.
Exactly.
That's 2 CP?
It's just 1.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
So just finished up my movement. Did the Machine Spirit Resurgent to get him to there. We moved the Assassin over to contest, and then the Ruststocker just moved it.
Hops over the wall.
And I believe that takes us over to the shooting phase, where I need to make some well-informed decisions.
Indeed.
Whoa. Well, I feel like we really need to make sure this thing dies, so let's just start by putting, See, I started saying that, and then I stopped. We're going to put the missiles into him. We're going to put the rest of the guns into the strike squad.
Okay.
No. He's going to start by shooting the strike squad.
Oh.
Sorry, we're going to start with him shooting, just so you don't pull out of line of sight.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be hitting you on 3s.
Okay. If only... Oh, I guess Call wouldn't be in range of this guy anyways.
Yeah. Not fantastic. Wounding you on 4s.
Yeah.
I got a wounding hit.
3 up. We're not okay.
Die!
That is going to kill a regular dude.
And then the other one's going to shoot back.
Can't quite reach.
Get him, my birdie boy.
Backwards.
Backwards shooting is more accurate than frontward shooting. Still not super accurate, though. I'm going to look for 4s to wound you. And we got a grand total of 3 wounding hits.
And that's going to kill one guy.
Okay.
Kill you. I got 2 left.
I will fire a las pistol at you. I hit. I don't wound. It's okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fire the... Oof. Let's say the energy cannon and the missiles at the rhino over there. And then the stubbers are going to go into the strike squad.
Gotcha.
And with the machine spirit resurgent, I'm basically counting as full this... Or, well, not bracketed at all this turn.
Yeah.
Okay, the stubbers first. 3s. Okay. Very average to start. 4s to wound you.
There's 4.
Okay, no, there's only 3.
Oh, there's only 3.
Yep.
And that's another dead guy. So we have the Demon Hammer remaining.
Chipping away at you. Let's do the 3d3 shots into the... Oh, I see where I've messed up.
What?
Should declare differently where I was shooting. But that's okay. Yep, energy cannon into him. Too late to change it.
Do you want to shoot at that rhino instead?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to be overly effective on that. I'd feel bad. 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. These are going to hit you on 3s.
Oof.
They all hit, and then they're going to wound you on 5s, though.
That's still pretty good.
Okay, I got to go look at the stats. I didn't think I'd do that much damage.
Right.
-1, 2 damage.
I'm going to take 4.
Okay, respectable.
4 remaining.
And then I'm going to fire the D6 missiles at you,
2.
hitting on 3s,
Okay.
wounding you on 4s.
Ah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
AP good?
I don't know.
Oh,
We're going to go find out.
yeah.
D3 damage.
Hey, 2 wounds left. See, I don't think the targeting mattered too much there because you didn't kill him.
It may matter later on. I don't think it will too much. It's more of just what the robots can see.
Yeah, because I figured you wanted to kill him with him, then have the robots take him out.
That would have been cleverer, but... Okay, so, robot shooting.
Oh boy, here we go. I've got 3, I got like single models left everywhere. And the one guy's probably boogieing, unless I roll a 1, but it's rerollable, so. But you always have an omniscient axe, I can try and take him out.
I do, but I don't really count on
Yeah, I'm going to say he's not the most reliable.
He's going to go ahead and shoot there.
He can fall back and shoot?
Oh, no, he can't fall back and shoot. Good call. Well, thanks for not letting me cheat. You're a real friend like that. Okay, looking at my shooting here, we're going to have one robot shoot that paladin.
Paladin, gotcha.
He must die. I think there's only one robot that can see that rhino there,
So into that rhino.
so he must be shot. And then this other robot, actually, we'll say this one's going to shoot the paladin. This one will shoot that rhino over there. I'm going to spread my fire all over the place. Like
What is going on? This is exactly not what I thought you were going to be doing. Are you just trying to kill?
I think my brain has stopped working is pretty much what it is.
Are you not shooting this guy anymore?
I kind of don't really want to as much.
So this is the most likely one to kill.
I know.
And this will
See,
get you...
I gotta declare smart, because you killed, what, 2?
Yeah, I have to kill 2 of my things, and this will also net you points on your 5th turn.
Yeah. I mean, that is the better option. I was thinking about doing a heroic intervention on your turn.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah. Because if you move off of it, then I take it.
But I can move out of the heroic intervention range and still claim that. I think.
That'd be pretty lame.
Something to consider.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, so one robot shooting there, one robot shooting paladin, one robot shooting wounded rhino.
Okay.
Brobots shooting this rhino. Well, I guess brobot singular.
Singular robot. 4s.
4.
No call help now.
Boy, do they get so lackluster when that happens. Okay, well, I almost hit with half. By that, I mean not. And then I got a wound you on 5s.
Yes, sir. Oh, wow, nice. Yikes.
4 wounding hits. I mean, still not the best in the world.
I have 5 up saves against this. I need to make 3 of them, and I will fail. Explosion. Nope, you got him, though.
Huzzah.
And that is now yours again.
And then let's go ahead and shoot into this rhino.
Oh, yes.
Dramaticness. 4s.
4s.
Well, that'd be great.
A character support.
Something else. Character support. Some stratagem support. Did he? Yeah, he got 7 hits as well, I think, as I picked him up too quick. 5s. So into the 3 wounding hits.
3? Okay, well, we have 5 ups on this. And we're going to make one of them take 2, going down to 6.
And then Mr. Paladin.
Oh, come on, buddy. Got 2 wounds.
Okay. Get him. 4s to hit. Again, awesome roll. So there's 4, 5, 6.
That's
7, 8.
8? Oh, 8 this time. 1 off of the average.
Ooh. Pardon me?
1 off the average, I think.
And then 3s to wound you.
Yikes. Okay, that's a lot of 4-ups I got to roll there.
Okay.
7?
7 of them total.
Okay, well, not looking good for him. I have no command points, so he's going to have to... Yep, he's super dead. You would have killed 2 paladins.
Very good.
Okay, so that's your 2 units killed. You've stopped my grind them down yet again, you monster.
And I guess all that's left to do is go ahead and declare charge with my engine seer.
Just in case I could roll a 1 on his morale with They Shall Know No Fear.
I don't want to risk it.
Exactly.
You're probably going to kill me in combat, but whatever.
That's why, Josh.
You're going to Overwatch?
So if I kill you in combat and I stick around, I get grind them down.
I know.
Okay, I'm not going to Overwatch. I don't have any command points.
I make it in.
5s, bring them on in.
Well, maybe I should have looked at the stats before. Hitting on 4s with all 2 attacks. Reroll hit rolls of 1.
Oh, right.
No!
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
oh, jeez.
He doesn't have an invulnerable save, I assume.
He's got
Bionics.
He's got a 5 up, I think.
Oh, okay. He's got a refractor field or something.
I hope.
4s? Got 1 hit. And he's going to, what? We do wound.
Okay.
Strength 8. I assume he's got 4 wounds, though.
He does.
Okay, so he's still good to go.
Well, now that's morale time.
So automatically running unless I roll a 1 on the morale here. And I have They Shall Know No Fear. Oh, you're good. Double 3.
Oh, boy, did I get nervous.
You got him. Oof. But I definitely do not get grind them down, nor do I get to keep control of that objective. So that is going away there. Do you have engage on all fronts?
I do, but I don't think I score it. No, I definitely don't.
Yeah, you just have the 2 quarters.
Yep.
Yeah. So for my turn, I get a command point.
I realized the error of my ways. I shouldn't have moved either of these guys out. I was thinking that I could grab this for something on my turn, but
when you
I
went to
can't.
go do it, I was thinking about it too. I'm like, okay, well in my head, I'm like, I have to make sure this troop choice is dead. This guy is too far away, even if he goes at movement of 12 to get to the objective. He's off by 1/4 of an inch. So I'm like, okay, well if I kill him, I can deny Josh getting that point and make it so he only gets 10 on his 5th turn. But I'm like, wait, you have to actually control it the previous turn. We just discussed that now. So my turn is just attempting to kill stuff, really, and all I have to do that, I could kill that 1 ranger and hopefully nothing else of mine dies. I have 2 rhino. Oh, you know what? Rhino repair at the start of my turn. No. I gain a command point now. I can't get any more primary. I've already gotten 45 for that.
Yep.
So I'm just going to back up the rhino in that direction so the robots can't shoot at him.
And then just, yeah, you're going to go for the engage on all fronts.
And I'm going to go for the engage on all fronts. I got this quarter, that quarter, and then he's going to drive up to get that quarter. Yeah, that's the goal here.
I forgot that I need to canticle, which may change what you're doing. Shroud Psalm and reroll hit rolls of 1. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
I was going to say, I don't think you can adjust them. But Shroud Psalm's all you wanted.
Shroud Psalm's important. I would have loved the bonus strength on heavy weapons, but yeah.
Right, and so I moved both my vehicles. This rhino is outside of 6 of here in this table quarter. That rhino's in that table quarter. We have a librarian over here. So I'm not going to get 3 points for it, but I'll get 2 points for engaging on all fronts. Now, unfortunately, I'm also trying to hide from the Castellan robots.
Yep.
So I'm going to just... Actually, I'm going to change this up a little bit so only 1 Castellan robot can see me, but so I can rapid fire into him.
Yep.
I do want to try and kill at least 1 model.
Is that it?
1 unit. That is... That's all she wrote, and then that rhino's going to shoot at him. So we're going to do rhino into him first. I'm just going to forgo the psyche. There's no point in doing psychic powers. I get nothing out of it. So we're going to pass the psyche phase. Rhino into him first. We have 2 hits, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
No AP.
2 4-up saves. 2 3-up saves.
So he's
Pass
fine.
them both.
And then we're going to rapid fire into this guy. I just want to kill 1 of them.
It's the ranger.
And 2 wounds.
2 winning hits, so same thing. Space Marine saves.
Oh, you're
He's fine.
Okay, that's my turn.
That's your turn.
I get 2 points for engage on all fronts.
Okay, let's figure out what your score is right now.
Righto.
Okay, so we're going to figure out, basically, we went to my command phase.
Yep. You get your 10.
Yeah, so I get my 10. And my score right now is, what, 49 to your 63?
Yeah, so I at the end of the game, I would have 63 because I got 3 points for bring it down. I baited myself in that one, but I at least got something for it. And I only got 3 points for grind it down, too. I did pretty poorly on my secondaries.
Yeah, so I can score a maximum of, what, I think 6 points?
5, because you can get engaged on all fronts and you can kill this character.
Right, because I think the engage on all fronts is worth 3 and then assassinate's worth 3.
Oh, sorry, no, my bad. No, you'd have to... Oh, you would have engaged on all fronts in all 4 table quarters. Right, I forgot you'd have this one. So you would get 3, you would have 6.
Okay, and you're not getting the grind them down anyways?
I failed, I didn't kill anything.
Yeah.
Yep, so I was hoping...
basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the flyers. There's going to be 1 bombing run on him.
Right.
and then we're going to resolve attacks against him and see what happens.
Maybe they'll do 2 bombing runs on him.
Other thing, obviously, the start of my turn, he's going to go ahead and pop his Machine Spirit Resurgent, I think.
Yes.
To do better. And then move his 12. Basically, it ends him up like here.
Right.
All we got to do is the shooting into him to see if I can kill him. Starting off with the... you have a command point or no?
I do. I didn't use it.
Okay. We're going to start, I guess, with both of these sets of...
Planes into him.
Yeah. I guess I should see if I bomb him effectively, too.
On a 4-up, he goes down to 3 remaining wounds.
Woo. Okay.
Getting there.
And then the first set of heavy stebbers shooting into him.
From plane 1.
From plane 1. How many command points do you got right now?
You have 1. I have 1.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's worthwhile here. Okay. Looking for rerolling 1s, I guess. That does not help. It should have helped. It could have helped. And a little bit below average. Gonna wound him on 4s. So, okay, that's above average. So I'm looking at 5 wounding hits total so far on him.
He's got 2 up save. Is that 4? That's only 4 dice. That's only 4 dice, I think.
Oh, there you go. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. There's no way for me to win, but I mean, like, I want to play it as if, I don't know, we were in a league or something.
Yeah, you want to get as many points as you can.
Right. And then this plane's going to shoot at him.
Oh, wow.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Spooky.
Okay, many hits. And then I'm looking for 4s to wound you. If I can pick the dice up properly. Many wounding hits again.
6 this time.
Yes.
So I'm going to have a 2 up save. I got 2 wounds left. He's got 1 wound remaining.
Okay. Let's see if the Belarus cannon can get him. 3d3 shots. Because I don't need line of sight for this.
Right. Not bad. That's average.
6 shots. I'm going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Come on, little toaster.
Can you get him? Ooh, 1 reroll. And you wound on 3s as well.
I do. So we got 4 wounding hits, AP -1.
Now I would have cover because this is an obstacle. It just ignores line of sight, I believe.
Yep.
Doesn't ignore cover. So back to my 2 up. Oh, you got him. I would roll a double 2. Nice.
Okay.
I have a command point, but there's no point in rolling it.
Yep. And nothing else matters here as far as points go, so I wouldn't prolong the game. I don't know, I could have done damage to rhinos, but that doesn't make a difference. I get the engage on all fronts for all 4 quarters, so I score my 6 maximum points here at the end.
Not so bad.
And so final scores, calculating anything?
You're at 55.
55 to your...
63.
63, so not bad.
The primary is pretty much all my points. But I also did well on the engage on all fronts. I got 12 for that. And I did suck in grind them down. So playing Space Marines, you typically want to take grind them down because you're already kind of an elite army. And if you're being out-grinded them down, then you would think you're losing. But I was able to get a lot of table control. So that's why I took it. Because typically you want to out-damage your opponent, right? You show up as Grey Knights, you obliterate your opponent, and you say, good game, I'm going to go home.
Yep, that was a good 2 turns. So yeah, looking at the board here. Never mind, not looking at the table, looking at the Luka.
Look at me instead and my glorious pink hair.
We're just going to jump right into the post-game kind of chat about this, talk about the game. Overall, yeah, that was pretty darn close.
Right.
Like you said, I think you got most of your points on primaries, and I got pretty much almost all of mine on secondaries.
Exactly, yeah. Your secondaries were picked well. Mine were picked poorly. I took Bring It Down because in my head I was going to... It was like a weird decision. I was going to come down with the Terminators or pop out with the Strike Squad, and I was going to do the Psi Bolt ammo and the... There's a stratagem that lets me reroll all wound rolls against vehicles, so I was going to pop out with them and just annihilate the Castellan robots.
Gotcha.
With the Strike Squad, but there's something in my head where I'm just like, I don't like. I'll be honest, we get to these certain points where like we don't want to necessarily absolutely annihilate as much as we can right away. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to charge the Castellan robots, I'm going to tie them up, and I want to get rid of these destroyers. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can just charge the Castellan robots, and I'm not guaranteed to kill them either. It's only AP 1. They're still going to have a 2-up save. So I could maybe kill 1 of them or 2 of them if I'm lucky, and I would feel really good about that. But I'm like, no, but I know I can kill the destroyers and then charge the Castellan robots. So I went with that plan, but I screwed up on the charging the Castellan robots part, and they were free to shoot my army. And that was a big mix-up. So playing Grey Knights, it's like I don't know. So this is back to my previous talking point where it's never fun if you just walk all over your opponent. And typically Space Marines are really good at doing that. And Grey Knights are double bad for that because you don't have to do this, but you can build a list like all paladins, hide everything in Razorbacks, like all your troops in Razorbacks, behind cover, and then you drop your 2 10-man squads of paladins in and just whoosh.
Yeah. Well, I think we kind of had to talk a little bit. Like, we didn't get the chance to plan out the list as much as we normally would like to.
Right.
But when we talked about it, Luka said, well, how do you feel about playing against Grey Knights? I'm like,
right.
Cool.
I'm like, well, they can be pretty strong. They're Space Marines, right? And like Josh pretty much only plays against Space Marines, typically.
No, I don't think that's true. Lately, past couple of games.
Oh, past couple games, right. I'm thinking of someone else.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Matthew talks about it. I don't think he actually always does, but boy, does he remember when he does.
Right, and Space Marines are obviously really powerful, and it can be annoying to always play against Space Marines.
Yeah, so we kind of talked about it. I'm like, well, my request was, when Luka said, what is your request, was don't bring the most degenerate thing. Like, play some Grey Knights so I can learn them.
Yep.
But I said, I want to try the toasters. I've not used the toasters before.
Right, and they didn't do super hot because they're freshly painted, is my theory.
They didn't do bad. I didn't mind them.
They did okay.
I like the amount of shots. That's the big thing. Compared to the Onagers, I like the amount of shots. The Faramite cannon's kind of different too, but this Belarus energy cannon, that's cool. It's a blast. It's one of those shooting at blobs of guys, which you didn't really have a ton of, and I didn't have opportunity to. Well,
pretty much any time one of my units popped out, it would just get bombed down right away anyways.
Yeah, they were getting bombed pretty bad.
I hate those flyers. Not as much as the Castellan robots, but it's mostly because they're so good at killing Marines.
Yep.
Typically,
and slowing down blobs or vehicles or other things.
You can't bring Death Stars against them, and you can't bring like that elite infantry against them either.
Yeah.
It's just, all over them.
I really, really like the bombers. I find them totally worth the
Oh,
points.
100%. Absolutely. They're super value. They're crazy good. And they're amazing for engaging all fronts.
So yeah, the talking point was, let's go ahead and do the 2,000 point game, but, first time getting back to filming, so, don't bring the most degenerate stuff, but we'll get into that, and we'll get to the point where, I'll try to bring the most superpower Admech list versus the most superpower Grey Knight list.
It's just playing up, right? Yeah.
But today was not the day.
No, that's hence why I brought the 2 Dread Knights. Again, they are not worth their points whatsoever. You could bring Paladins instead of them, more Terminators, or heck, you could bring even like the weird fly, like, what are they called? It's like the tiny Space Marine flyer. That is
Storm Talon,
I think yeah. Storm Talon or Stormhawk Interceptors are like great. Granted, they have like no synergy in Grey Knights, but I think personally that those are amazing. Oh, they're a little bit better with armies that have doctrine rules. Grey Knights don't have doctrine rules, so maybe scrap that. But you could just bring more Paladins, right? You can bring more characters, more Paladins instead of Dread Knights who only have 4 attacks for like a 200-point model. And it's guns and crap too.
You could not bring Ruststalkers too.
It's true. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, both of us brought bad things.
Just to try them. And the Ruststalkers, they're decent movement, but they die super quick. Their close combat attacks, I find, are fairly unreliable. They're still kind of expensive for what they are because you're paying for 2 wounds. But that's a toughness 3, 2 wounds.
Toughness 3, 2 wounds, bionics.
And with the base 4-up save, right? And so that's kind of rough. The thing is, they do have a cool stratagem, which I would have tried to use early on, but obviously Luka had the assassin to help counter that, is that if they're close to a board edge, I can remove them from the table and put them back onto any table edge.
Right, so I thought there was something like that. That's why I was a little hesitant to leave my objectives, but you never ended up doing it.
I didn't have great opportunities too, because you hit me pretty hard first turn, and like my positioning wasn't great.
Right, that's like another thing Grey Knights typically want to do is trap their opponent in their deployment zone if they can. But like, I don't know about you guys, but I often, if you don't table your opponent at turn 2, which you don't want to do.
Well, sometimes it's definitely one of those like. It's fun in casual games and every once in a while, but like
I suppose
bat rep after bat rep of it gets dull.
Like I did that once to Steve, and it was, I don't know, people found it funny, but like that's that 1 in like 100 kind of times.
Yeah,
right?
We don't want that to be the norm. So definitely trying to try some different stuff out. There are times that I think we just agree like, hey, let's just throw down the gauntlet. But
it was crazy to see how quickly these Grey Knights died though, just en masse. Like I was near table, and in the end I had 2 rhinos. Is that it? Yeah. I think I had 2 rhinos left. Obviously, Josh had like almost 1,000 points on the table still. I didn't kill that much of his stuff, but I was able to, I guess, bog the game down enough in Grey Knight bodies until I was able to accumulate enough points to win. Because you used to have the 2 flyers, you have the 3 Castellan robots, you have the disintegrator, you have, That's pretty much. Oh, you have the assassin. He's 100 points. That guy's awesome. Well, not really. He's my least favorite assassin just because he's so weird.
He's very odd.
Yeah, everything about him, every single one of his rules, his stat lines, and
he's got a weird big head.
He's got no melee weapon, yet you get no saves against his close combat attacks. No armor saves against his close combat attacks.
Yeah, because he just boops your snoot and you just die.
It's weird. He's like life drain. He drains you. He like just stares at you and your life force is drained. Narratively, I know nothing about the Colexus assassin other than he's a null.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a pariah basically.
Exactly. Yeah. He's actually pretty much a Necron pariah. I don't know, like, then for like tactical stuff on my end for this game, I obviously messed up on tying up the Castellan robots with the assassin, which was my original plan, but I got a little too
I messed up keeping everything too close.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways. I didn't have any screens. That's the big thing is like I don't have any really great screens and like I'm bad at playing them. So I got to play Admech more and kind of get more used to it.
It's funny enough, we talked about like how bad the Rustalkers were. They were actually the Rustalker was probably one of the biggest saving graces you had against my Calidus assassin. The fact that he got the cord claw through and freed up your Castellan robots so they couldn't shoot at any of my... If they had to shoot at the assassin instead, that would have been huge for me.
Yeah, that would have been... Yeah.
The assassin was super dead, probably. But
that would have determined the game.
She already... And then I would have had all my stuff free nearby to then... That could have been a game changer. Because I can't remember what they killed at that point. But that was a huge... leap in Josh's favor, which allowed him to start tabling me because I didn't have enough hitting power to follow up, and I couldn't kill. Oh, I think I lost my Dread Knight. I lost Drago. I lost my Dread Knight. That might have been it. But in response, that means the Disintegrator's still alive, and that means a couple other things are nearby still alive, right? And it's that can make a world of difference. That was big. The Rustalker was huge, I think.
Yeah. So I mean, it definitely. I think anything else is better than him still, though.
Yeah, but luckily he rolled well enough to be
that
fourth.
one individual guy did his job.
Had nothing to do kind of had to do with his rules, but it's just he rolled well enough when everything else kind of.
It was a funny time that it finally worked.
It finally did something, right? That was the thing. I failed my invuln. I probably should have re-rolled it, but I was already starving on command points. And then I was
took the mortal wound.
Yeah. I was hard pressed to figure out what to do with Drago. I was thinking about dynamically inserting him somewhere in a very threatening position. Now, what that means is I can deep strike just more than 3 away, but I can't charge. But that means I can show up and inner fire something and immediately be like, hey, you have to deal with me right now, instead of shooting all my other stuff nearby. And he's pretty durable. He's got the 3-up invulnerable save, 7 wounds. He could take some firepower, which would have been alleviated from the rest of my army, because otherwise he would have been right in your face.
Yep.
I think I should have done that.
In retrospect, yeah.
I think I should have.
The thing is that, like, so the Admech, obviously I built a pretty shooty list, right? Mm-hmm. And I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, you take such a boring, like, castle and you sit in your deployment zone. I think pretty much every time I try to push out, my opponent's just like, no, we're going to fight in your deployment zone.
Right. And
which I think is the correct play to stop me from getting points.
Oh, 100%. Like, yeah, you try and stop. You're going to get all your secondaries if your secondaries are killy based, because it is very hard to push into Admech territory. Evidently, I won this game, but I couldn't push into the Admech territory. I did a little bit in this game.
Yeah.
But in the end, he pushed me out.
Well, yeah, and I got to look at it a little bit more. I probably should have kept some stuff off the board at the beginning. Like, I shouldn't have given you the Fulgurates to shoot at. I should have had them be a unit that shows up on a flank somewhere. So deploying everything all at once probably wasn't the right choice. But I swing back and forth. Either I put way too much in reserves or reinforcements, or I put nothing at all.
Right.
But, yeah, I think I'm fairly happy with how this went, and I'm going to keep getting better and better at this. I guess I just gotta... The way I look at it is, the primary objective is the same for every mission, and that's what I've been weak on, so... I just gotta make that work. It's not like I gotta figure out the different secondaries. I'm just like, oh, I gotta quit being a dum-dum and go take some table quarters.
It's hard, especially if you're Admech and going second, you are gonna be so stuck. Well, I mean, it depends on what you're fighting against. It could be like Death Guard, and they're like super slow.
Yeah, anyway. I mean, like, I love the bombers, because the bombers can help keep guys away. So here's a question for you. If I had first turn, do you think much would have changed about the game? What
would I have lost? The Rhinos would have got the crap kicked out of them. The biggest change would have been, I probably would have lost, I think.
You think it would have been a lot? Yeah, I guess, because I could have stopped 1 or 2 Rhinos from pushing up.
Right, I would have lost my Rhinos, and like Rhinos are a big factor. So I love the Rhinos because if you can manage to go first, you put so much pressure on your opponent that the Rhinos never get targeted, and they are a very durable unit just to sit on an objective in the back. or just be annoying and bumper cars into things. And I've had amazing use for rhinos. They can eat Overwatch. They can just stand on objectives in the back. They can just go tie up other units that you don't want charging your other things that are like maybe good at killing infantry, but they're not going to kill a rhino, right? And it's 78 points now, but that's still, I think, worth it because it also protects. My playstyle differs from other people's, as other people's differs from other people's. Right? I love troops. I put so much value in my troops. I want them to be killy. You look at me play Space Wolves. I play like maxed out Blood Claws. I play Grey Knights here, maxed out Strike Squads. Right? I put as much points into the troops as I can. If I play Death Guard, I play giant squads of 20 Plague Marines. I play the Horus Heresy. What do I do in there? 20-man squads of Tactical Marines with Apothecaries. Don't know why, but I love troop choices.
Yeah, there's just something about the.
There's something about them.
See, I'm the opposite. I like the hyper elite.
The elite, I hate. Oh no, I don't. I love the elite, but I just like to have a mix of both. I love the elite too. I typically don't like fast attack or heavy support.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I put I don't know, something about light infantry and heavy infantry, and then I just don't have enough points for the rest. You know.
Right.
That's usually how I build a list.
Yeah. So I mean, and my goal is obviously I've been out of the game for a while. My collections are somewhat limited, so I'm doing my best to bring some new models. So I had some toasters in here that you don't normally see.
Right.
So that was kind of cool.
I think they're good. I like them.
Vito's still working on the flying guys. I think it's the not the sterilizers, the other ones, the Flechette Blaster guys. Yeah.
I can't remember. Those guys look amazing. Those guys look like they could be amazing. Oh, they're definitely screen clears. If that's an issue, I don't think Admech would have an issue with that though.
Screen clears and potential vehicle killers, right?
Right.
Because they do some nasty dropping of bombs when they fly over vehicles.
Yeah, they drop.
Especially,
that's right. They drop bombs on vehicles. I find funny about these bombers here is the fact that they unlimited bombs. You look at like Forge World bombers. Now, granted, it's Forge World. They don't have the proper rules written for them. But I guess there's a lot of other bombers. Does the Dark Angel bomber only have one use?
No idea.
I can't remember. Couldn't tell you. But
I know my Deathwatch ones have unlimited, but it's only on 6s.
Yeah, like yours, like the Deathwatch ones, the Corvus Black Stars kind of poo, right? It's just because it's only throw up to 10 dice. They're going to throw up to the unit size.
Yeah,
it's only 10
It's
dice.
unit size, yeah.
Oh, it's unit size, so I can throw up to 20 against like a 20-man block.
Oh, sorry, no, but it still caps out at 10. Sorry.
Yeah,
now
so
I understand what you're
like that
asking.
is literally strictly worse than this.
Yeah,
right?
These are 3 times better.
And these are cheaper, I assume, than a Corvus Black Star.
Well, they don't have the same guns that the Black Star are, and they don't have transport capacity.
It's true. But so I shouldn't compare that. But like the Corvus Black Star's bomb's bad, like the Necron bomber is bad.
But yeah, the Black Star doesn't have the stratagem to like, I'm going to take this unit.
Stasis bomb.
This unit's not going to do anything. Seismic bomb, I think.
Seismic bomb, like the first time you did that against me, it's hypocritical of me through and through. But I'm like, I just want to concede. That is so good against the. It was specifically good against the list I brought. So I remember that for next time. And you even did it on like a smaller squad. I'm like, oh, my heart is breaking. But then here's me playing Iron Hands for like 10 or 12 games, Thunderfire Cannon, split firing, doing the exact same thing. I'm like, this is perfectly balanced, perfectly fine.
Totally balanced. Totally balanced. So, I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to do my best to kind of keep my armies in rotation a bit.
Yep.
And turns out, some of the commission guys I had working on stuff, I got to get different commission guys working on it because people are just so busy right now.
Yes.
But hopefully we'll see some new knights soon.
Yep.
I still have some stormtroopers in the mail.
On the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to
Switzerland.
I want to incorporate Grey Knights into my army rotations a little bit more, but so they are very powerful though. Even playing down, they performed very well. This is like Grey Knights at their lowest, I want to say. It could always be worse. It could be literally no upgrades on guys, but then it's obvious that you're trying to play, right?
This is kind of a low-key Grey Knight list, right?
So I want to be able to play them more because I love Space Marine rules. I just wish they cost more points. They need to cost more points. Then
Space
they
Marines
need
are
that.
cheap.
They have amazing, super cool rules, but they're too dang cheap, and that is their issue. Or you could take away their rules and keep their points the same, but that's just literally making the game boring.
And you know what the worst part is? So at the time that we're filming this right now, my Night Lords videos, one just went up, but I haven't had the chance to actually look at anything. I had so much fun playing them.
They have Hateful Assault, they got cool stratagems, they do feel like Night Lords when you play
They
them.
got lightning on them.
Right, they got
it feels very kind of lore appropriate thematic.
Right. I think they did an amazing job writing the Faith and Fury Legion rules. It's just, unfortunately, chaos is crap.
Yeah, they're pretty
it.
subpar. But I mean, like, I don't know what I would do to change any of that.
Like, when I play Word Bears, I feel like I'm playing Word Bears. When I'm playing World Leaders, you better believe I feel like I'm playing World Leaders.
Yeah.
Those rules are amazing.
So I got to figure out maybe a clever way to get some other stuff in the Night Lords. I very well might read the comments and be like, oh, never mind, I don't want to play them again.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
We'll see if my enthusiasm keeps up. But yeah, I'm having fun with this. Hopefully you guys are having fun watching. Other than that, any closing thoughts, Luka?
Leave some comments down below on Grey Knight tips or ideas on how to play them a little more tame. I don't know. Like, I feel like this was actually a pretty good example of a list that was very back and forth between Josh and myself. And like the Admech is not a bad army, especially with like with Mars, strength up on heavy weapons, the Castellan robots ignoring. Like Admech got a lot better in this edition than they were last edition, and they were kind of whatever last edition. But now they're scary. I do respect them a little bit more than I did last edition after playing a couple games with Josh, because I think I disrespected them quite a bit.
Wait till I learn how to play.
Castellan robots, man. Jeez.
Well, they're a crutch, but I mean, it makes sense as a crutch, and I just gotta...
Right, I guess what I hate, one thing I hate about them is like the lack of internal balance in the book, because it's just like, they're just like leaps and bounds better than like a lot of things in the book.
I would argue that you are incorrect. They are leaps and bounds better if they are properly supported and buffed.
Yes, that's true.
So that's the thing, is that I think that they're about at the same power levels as everything else, but once you start applying buffs,
but they have so many
get
buffs.
Exponentially better.
Like all the synergy kind of leads to Castellan robot, right? When you tie up all this energy.
But I mean, like, once you get rid of re-rolls and bonuses to hit, all of a sudden it's way different.
Like, even though they're shooting twice, they're only getting like 7 hits. No, like even if they're rolling average, they're only getting 9 hits on average, and then they're only really getting 6 wounds. That's not that scary.
For a 125-point model with
It's true. I will agree, 1,000%, a Castellan robot with no character support and no stratagem support does nothing.
But yeah, that's that's the same. You can find other units that with the same amount of point support are far superior to them. It's just these guys are, I don't know, people hate them from 7th edition.
I hate them from 7th edition, I hate them from 8th edition, I hate them in this edition. I will, unless, once they lose their, like maybe get rid of their, make them toughness 6, give them a 3-up save, and a 5-up invuln at most. Then we're good. Then I'll be happy. Same point cost though.
Ooh.
I just hate them that much. Or you know what, just get them out of the game. That works too.
What was one of your baby carriers worth?
I think it's about, let me go over here and get what I got here. 200 points, I think. So 175 for the non-character and 230 for the character.
So 175 for the non-character. So he's only 50 points more than a robot.
I know.
That's all I'm saying.
But what
there's multiple phases he does things in.
It's true.
He's got a 2-up all the time.
It's true. Well, so do they.
No, they got a 3-up.
Oh, it's a 3-up base? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't complain too much. But I still think they did better than my Dread Knights did, though. Like,
because I brought 3 of them.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you only had 1, 2, it's hard to compare. But yeah,
it is.
It's hard to compare.
I'm just going back to they're not that bad. They're not that bad.
There's something about them. Like, so I can't stand like a stupid atomic era look. The stupid shooting guns. I hate them. You know what? I just hate elite things. I do. I'm just gonna make up a lot of excuses. I said in the beginning of the video, I don't know why I hate them, and this is kind of where my mind goes. I'll point out one thing, and then Josh will point something out. I'm like, oh, you're kind of right. And then the other thing, I'm like, oh, you're kind of right there. But no matter what, I hate them. It's like unconditionally hate them, and I don't know why. There's something about them.
I do agree that they are kind of required to play. Not 100%, but
no, not 100%.
Yeah, kinda. With what we have.
But if you were to build an Admech list without them, you'd be sure to let me know.
You'd have to go hyper specialized.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm not bringing Castellan robots. Please consider what you bring, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, 100%. 100%.
So thanks everybody for watching. Keep being awesome, and as always, happy wargaming.
Toodles. Thank you for checking out that video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And don't forget, in the vault, we have a 2,000-point game between Dave and myself, Alpha Legion, going up against the Grey Knights. If you want to check out this game, you can click on the link down below to get yourself a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault. The Vault members are what help sustain us and allow us to continue making Warhammer 40k content for your enjoyment. See you guys next time, and happy wargaming.